Welcome, everybody. Modern Comic Mayhem time. We got James on right at the beginning, and there's no intro needed. But we are the show that's like hanging out at your local comic book store, chilling, talking. We're going to be talking Neil Adams. We're going to be talking Amber Heard. We got some cool stuff to show off. I'm sure we got pickups. Maybe I'll even break into some more football talk because I'm so awesome at it. So you guys stick around, hang out. Get ready, get that QR code going, and let's get this show started. The other thing I forgot to say is remember to how's everybody doing today? How's it going?
Doing good. Aaron's still muted, so that's good.
I'm back. I had to switch off. I had to switch off my which SSID I was on. I got a page right before Brian sent out the link.
Yeah.
What up, Patrick? Yo, man, a lot of stuff happened this week. I see. I see one of your books have taken off this week, James.
Oh yeah.
Did Amber Heard shit some more in the bed?
I bet you she has. That's such a cool cover.
That's her thing. It's a kink thing, I think. But whatever. I don't kink shame. You want to shit in the bed? Shit in the bed.
You want to shit in bed? Shit in bed.
I think she shit in the bed for all the wrong reasons, though. Just because you can't get your way doesn't mean you get to shit in the bed.
Yeah,
it should be a happy celebration if you're going to shit in the bed.
It's the only time I do it.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm having a great time. It's done. It's just
right. She's taking all the joy out of it now. Yeah. Can't even shit in my own bed now.
Well, and if you do it too often, it's just not special anymore, right?
Right.
Thanks a lot, Amber Heard, for making it taboo to shit in our own beds.
I know, dude. Asshole.
I mean, she got the idea from It's Always Sunny, right?
Nice.
Brian's like, what did I just walk into?
Brian, while you were gone, the show went to shit.
I'm not surprised. I was outside making Instagram posts.
I don't even know who's winning the case, dude. I mean,
what are you talking about, bro? It's Johnny all the way, bro. Yeah. This is fucking Depp land over here, man.
That but I mean, I can't tell.
For a while. It's all about men. Give a man some love here.
The lawyers for both of them don't even sound like competent.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's like a whole joke, Especially like Amber Heard's attorney, some of the shit, like objecting to his own fucking line of questioning.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But how many people are totally switching sides right now and going on Johnny Depp's side? A lot of people. I bet you a lot of chicks are just swooning over him right now, dude. They're swooning over him because they get 8 hours of intimate detail on him. That shit's sad, dude. And he gave her a chance. He told her, "He's like, I don't want to go to court. If we go to court, this is going to turn into the biggest fiasco ever." And it literally is. It is one of the funniest things I think I've seen in a long time.
It's like the best reality TV that you could possibly get right now. There is no show that's out right now that can even compete with what we're all watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you can't even make up that stuff.
I like watching them when they're being talked about. Like you can see when sometimes when Johnny Depp is being talked about and they're saying some fucked up shit that you don't want anybody to hear. You can see him just going like he's got his eyes closed. He's just like
he's all fuck. I forgot about that.
It's like fuck, man. This is gonna be on TikTok and shit. And I feel bad for him because think about that. He's totally right when he was like, this is all about like clearing my name and making it so my kids don't get made fun of. Like, fuck yeah, that's a good dad. Fuck yeah. Good for him.
I think almost every guy can relate. Like, everyone has that crazy
But I bet you if she threw him a quick look, he'd be all about it again because she's one of them she's crazy enough shit in your bed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the type of girl leave a dead animal like in your car and shit like that, dude. She's crazy.
On you.
Key your car up, throw acid on the hood of your car. Just crazy chick.
Yeah. Oh my God, man.
And the more that comes out, like Amber Heard is like she's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like you better have your will written if you're gonna get in a relationship with her, bro.
Best Johnny Depp comic books. Let's find is there a Johnny Depp comic book?
Edward Scissorhands.
I bet you she's crazy.
Movie adaptation, bro.
When's his next signing after the trial, baby?
Oh.
Is there a Pirates of the Caribbean comic?
There's gotta be.
There
right?
should be.
Right, yeah.
There should be.
Yeah. I don't know if there is, but yeah, there should be for sure.
There's that Fear and Loathing comic that retells a story in comic form.
There you go. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
There's the Edward Scissorhands. Here's the Edward Scissorhands. You find them.
I have that somewhere, man.
I bought those up when they came out. Like they were. Mainly because it was Edward Scissorhands. Like that's just it's iconic and it's
Yeah.
Too bad they didn't have any Crybaby comic books.
Oh right, dude. That movie was badass, bro. That movie was really dope back in the day.
So you know what? Like when he was telling his whole story, he was talking about how him and Nick Cage would hang out, and he was in a band, and it was because of Nick Cage that he got into acting.
Dude, Nick Cage. There's some cool stories about Nick Cage that we'll have to get into because this will be the 4th time in a row that Nick Cage has been mentioned on this fucking show. But Johnny Depp, man, he's gonna have a comeback. You watch. There's all the stupid Edward Scissorhands books, but
no, some of those covers are cool.
Yeah, maybe like that one, maybe. This one is that a cover? That's pretty cool. That's
You're not sharing your screen.
Oh, I'm not. Jesus, I'm stoned. Yeah. That's kind of cool. IDW, check that out.
Yeah, I was buying those up when they were coming out. They came out like 6 or 7 years ago. 6 years ago.
2015, does it say? No. Yeah, March 2015. Look at that. I wonder how many of these are out there. This might be a cool book let's see what they sell for on eBay. Let's take a look. This might be
dude, it would be worth a couple $100 or whatever it would cost to get Johnny Depp to sign it.
Dude, the Amber Heard movie variant, bro, from Aquaman.
Yeah.
That's the one to have.
Have him sign it? No.
Dude, have her sign it like I love shit or something like that.
No, I don't want her to sign anything. Let's steer clear of that.
Just get an artist to remark on it.
Oh yeah, right.
Like after she signs her hands right there. The number one main cover.
Perfect.
The fuck? Come on, Chuck. What are you doing here?
They had a set for like $31, right?
I click the button.
Click the goddamn button.
Sold. Nothing. Wow. That's yes, I did mean that. That's exactly what I meant. Thank you.
A new girl that sued for a week and then threw it back.
Oh,
$20. $20 for 1 and 2. $5, 24 for 1, 2, and 3. So not bad. You can pick them up. Is this a whole set that went for $1? Are you kidding me? What a steal. March 10th. There you go. That's actually a cool one right there.
Depp was staying 20 minutes down the road from his place.
This is actually a cool one right here. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, Johnny Depp, man.
Looks like somebody signed it. Who was that? The artist?
Probably. It was Johnny Depp. Yeah. If it was, somebody got a steal.
I wonder if you could read his signature. I mean, he looks heavily sedated.
I would ask him if he could write it the Deppster.
Your friend, Johnny Depp?
Yep, your friend, JD.
Yeah.
I wonder how much his signature would be. What, $400?
Fuck that.
All right. So what do we got tonight? We've got Neil Adams. We'll talk a lot about Neil Adams. We have got some other crazy things. We've got Umbrella Academy is coming back, season 3. The teaser came out like a month ago with the Sparrows, but now we've got dates, release dates, all that type of stuff. Yeah, so Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. We can make jokes about that all night. I will be putting up the best Johnny Depp Amber Heard jokes in the chat on the screen. So keep them coming.
Do a giveaway.
Yeah. Well, hey, I said I had to do a giveaway. By the way, yeah, no shit. Much love and thank you to everybody out there for getting us to 700 subscribers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's quick.
Yeah, so we're moving. We're 300 away, you guys. We're going to do a big push to 300, and we're going to do a kick-ass giveaway. We're probably going to do like 10 giveaways. We're going to get some Hive books. We're going to get some Wanted Comics books. We're going to get some Bird City books. We're going to give all the homies books away. By the way, what you got going on at Hive right now, James? Anything new and exciting?
I mean, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, shit you can't talk about yet?
No, I mean, it's stuff we can talk about. It's just stuff I can't show yet. But
yeah, I know.
We'll be showing.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you guys, and let's see how many live.
Yeah,
50?
48 live.
We so May 7th we'll be actually showing the Megacon exclusives for Whatnot. Some of you guys will have them before then. I'm getting a bunch packed up this weekend. I'm still waiting on a list from Whatnot of some newer sellers to get some newer sellers out some of these, for free to throw on their stream. But I have your guys' addresses. So we'll be getting a bunch out. I'm hoping to get them all packed up tomorrow and out Monday. But on the 7th for Free Comic Book Day, we're doing a whole day thing at our LCS. It's going to be pretty badass.
Yeah, you talked about that. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got 2 shows scheduled for it. One's just kind of like, this dude's got such a crazy back issue stock of stuff that we're going to be like mobile and flip through books and just let people pick shit out and be like, okay, that's what you want. All right, we'll toss that up. So it'd be really cool. It's going to be a good time, good party.
Sounds fun.
But yeah, as far as new releases and stuff, man, we've got a ton of stuff coming down the pipe. A bunch of good Marvel stuff and some DC stuff even. So some new things that people haven't really seen from us, but we've been so stuck with trying to get prepared for MegaCon and then Dallas and Denver. Like we got 3 conventions in 5 weeks, so it's just a lot of prep for that.
Dude, this fucking con is stacked.
Which one?
Yeah.
MegaCon.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, dude. I've been to San Diego a few times, and this lineup for MegaCon is better than any of the times I've been to San Diego. It makes me wonder what San Diego is going to look like, because that could get really crazy.
Oh man, I might have to send you some books to get signed for me.
Oh, that is something I can say. We are sometime over this next week. We will have on the website. We'll be dropping a bunch of signature series stuff. Like we've done a ton of books with people that are going to be at the show. And we've picked up a bunch of books from people that are going to be at the show. So we're going to end up letting people pre-purchase signature series on a lot of stuff.
Nice.
But that'll be in the next few days. We got to get it all put together.
So we were talking before the show about this next book. I've already talked about it. I think I talked about it on, I can't remember where I talked. Maybe it's a Hot 10, but I was talking to James and Kyle and everybody and Yi before the show. Hood wasn't there yet. You missed out. So this is new for you. This badass cover here by Javin Jordan is amazing. And I feel even worse for Hive because this should have been like a Hive exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Rabbit City Comics. Great. Or Rabbit Comics, great score. This is beautiful. But man, this would have been sweet if this was a Hive. I mean, you guys did your bunny mask variant with them. So man, Look how beautiful
We
this
almost
is.
reached out to him for the cover. I don't know. They might have gotten to him first anyways on it. But honestly, guys,
He's
like
a busy,
keep an
busy
eye on
man.
this retailer. They've been doing some really cool stuff. Like they're on our radar. They've been doing some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I like this. This is a cover of the year category, man.
Yeah.
This is right up my alley. This is exactly the type of shit that I love. And the reason why I thought of Hive is because of the metal covers. They did metal covers of this, and I had to buy them. I went and bought 2 of them just to see how good they turn out. It could be amazing. If they're super shiny, could you imagine getting to the point? James, have they gotten to the point where, you know how on cards you have those beautiful refractor patterns and stuff in the background, and you get that beautiful shine? Have they gotten there yet on metal covers for comics? Foil?
Us and somebody else that shall not be named are working on it.
I like that.
I
like that.
It's
so you'll have a metal and you'll have like a metal and then like a refractor.
Yeah, it's in progress right now. We're working on it.
Good.
It's doable. There's some
People
other
would
stuff.
be all over that.
There's some other. I'll drop something in the private chat right now. It's not something we're going to talk about openly yet, but there's something else that we've been looking at too that's going to be pretty awesome. That's doable now. Like we could do it right now. So,
dude, this is. Have we gone over live who's all going to be at Megacon?
No,
this is bring it up.
Yeah.
This is wild, dude.
Yeah, Megacon.
Like you're right, James. Like this is like, and you know, if anyone who's been to San Diego knows, it's so hard to get autographs there because it's like random where they are going to be and what time, and you have to run for like, you know, like a wristband and then wait 7 hours before you can come back and, you know, get the autograph and stuff. But like, dude, everybody's going to be there. Frank
Miller is starting a new publishing company with Dan DiDio, and Frank Miller has got to, like, I expected Frank Miller. I mean, not to make fun of the dead, but I expected Frank Miller to die before Neil Adams. Like that dude is on. That dude is on his 9th life. Like that man. Frank Miller.
I just read James's private chat. I just filled the cup, dude. Hold on, I gotta be back. I gotta go take a cold shower.
He looks like Robert Englund, dude, from like
right.
He looks like almost does look like Freddy Krueger without the makeup.
Yeah,
I mean, Frank Miller, man, he has been through it. We got Mark Silvestri, that's cool. OG image creator. Capullo's going to be there. That's awesome. Adam Kubert, Art Germ, Donnie Cates. There you go, Joe. You can go ask for a green autograph from Donnie Cates. Ryan Stegman, Otley, James Tynan, Kevin Smith. There you go.
You can watch him cry as he signs books.
Matina. Hey, get me some video of Matina drawing.
Copying some shit.
Yeah, I want to get some video of him drawing. Joshua Williamson, who we're going to talk about today. Jorge Molina, Tony Daniel. Let's see here. Steve McNiven, Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, Humberto Ramos. That's cool. Humberto Ramos is going to be there. He usually doesn't do much stuff, if I remember correctly, even in the United States. San Diego
Comic Con last time I went.
Inhuck Lee, Jay Lee. Wow, man. There's DiDio, Azzarello, Tula Lote, Andolfo. Holy cow.
Right?
This is unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I looked at the list after I bought tickets, and I was just like, kind of like,
even
glad I bought tickets.
You got to remember too, like
Jeff DeCall.
Yeah,
DeCall's gonna be huge too.
Tone Rodriguez is going to be there.
3 of the Stray Dogs creators are going to be there.
DeCall's going to be my first stop on Thursday.
So Mike is going to be there.
I'm going to try to get that commission. Or see how much it is.
Sidom's going to be there. I had to pull out my Arthur Sidom sketch today to get to my couple of my Neil Adams books. So tell Arthur Sidom that he's great. Rom V. Man, there's a lot of people going to be there. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Clayton Crane, Miko Suyan,
Ivan Tao,
yeah.
John Boy Meyer,
Sarah Frazetta. Nakayama, Sabian
Wow.
Rich, Marco Turini, Marat Michaels. You can get your Do You Poo. You can get your Do You Poo Clone Wars 1 variant signed.
I could get my Kyle variant signed.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool. That's pretty stacked. That's beyond stacked. Jamie Tyndall. Yeah, man. That's pretty amazing. That would be fun. So you're gonna have a lot of shit you're gonna have to do, man. That's gonna be a fun con just to go hang
do
out
I send
at.
my books to James or do I send them to Yee?
Send them to
Both.
Send them where, James?
Send them to Aaron. Don't send them to me. Do not send them to me. I will say we've got there's some cool main stage stuff we're gonna be doing over at the Whatnot booth that we're still figuring out scheduling, but we'll have we got some shit going on with the Miranda brothers and Kyle Higgins and Ryan Parrott and John Jang and a bunch of those dudes. So we'll be doing some live drops and stuff. It'll be pretty crazy weekend.
If they could make Phoenix cons like that, I would be stoked to go.
Oh yeah. But nobody wants to go to Phoenix, so
no, nobody wants to go to Phoenix, man. Everyone's I don't know if not knocking the people who put on the Phoenix con, but I don't know if they're shitty to the guests or what, because it's hard to get people.
Yeah, they do it probably in a wrong way. It's probably during the summer, and who wants to come out to Phoenix in the damn summer? Should always be in the winter. It should always be right around the time of the Phoenix Open or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It needs to be.
Doing that shit in May is stupid here.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, it could be badass. But yeah. Anyways,
I did Hell City Tattoo Convention out there one year, and it's in the dead of summer. And I remember walking from the convention center 3 blocks to the gas station, walked back. When I got to the gas station, I was just going for a bottle of water and some chips and stuff. I walked back with a full bag of stuff because I'm I'm not fucking going outside again. This is
the worst thing.
One trip, man. I ain't doing that again.
The worst thing about flying into Phoenix is when you walk out the airport and that hot air hits you, and it's you can't believe that wind could be that hot, you know?
Yes.
You're oh my God, what is that? You have to reclimate yourself.
Our nice season is over.
Yeah, I'm going to be a vampire for the next 4 months. I will be sleeping all day and only up during the night.
That's just like Texas here in Houston.
Yeah, but that sucks, man. I wouldn't live in Texas because you can't get weed there. So that's a no-no. That is a no-no. All right. Speaking of drugs, let's talk about Neal Adams.
Drugs.
So Neal Adams passed away, man. 1941 to 2022. He was born in 1941. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty sad. It's a bummer. A lot of people have been talking about it on Instagram and stuff. And I think I've talked about many times the stuff that to me are the coolest Neal Adams stories. One being that he kind of gave a shit for 2 old dudes that were at the end of their life that were going through hell and got them some money and a little bit of their dignity back with the creators of Superman. And of course, he also kind of started, to me, the idea of comics no longer being for kids. Now they're for adults. You know what I mean? It's cool stories. It's cool art. It was such a change. And how long ago was that, Kyle? That was maybe 5 years ago that he came into town for a con, and I got to go interview him, and it was cool, man. It was really cool. But
we caught him in a great mood. He was in, he was in like people tell these Neil Adams stories where he's like the biggest dick you've ever met and stuff. And they weren't doing interviews. Like the con wasn't letting like anybody do interviews with any of the guests. And we still got to sit down and interview with him. And he was like in the greatest mood you could possibly imagine.
He was a dick at first, though. He was a dick at first. He did not want to do it, dude. He was like, you could tell he was just like, I don't want to do this fucking interview. And he just, the first 15 seconds of it, it's him talking about this artist frame that he saw at the convention. And you could tell he was just doing it just to be like, let's just hurry up and get this over. I'll just talk about something real quick and we're out. And
broke him.
Yeah, we reeled his ass in. So it was a lot of fun. But you know, there's a lot of crazy stories about Neil Adams and shit. You know, some really crazy stories about him that I don't think have ever been proven to be true, but they're funny. They are funny. We'll talk about those too.
I think one of the funniest rants he went on when we were talking, I don't even think it wasn't even on mic, but he went on this huge hatred for The Walking Dead. Like this dude went off for like 15 minutes about how much he hated The Walking Dead. He's like, how in the hell does anybody get caught by slow ass zombies?
Yeah.
He's like, that pisses me off more than anything. He's like, all you got to do is jog and you get away from them. How does anybody like you could tell it like really irked him that The Walking, and he's like, and then I gotta draw it. So people will buy it. I have to make like Walking Dead sketches. Like it was a whole like thing he went on, and I just thought it was hilarious because like I love The Walking Dead. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna tell Neil Adams that he's wrong. I'm just gonna let him rant, you know.
Yeah, he's good at that though, man. He really is. He's really good at that. And it was funny because he made a little joke during the thing where he's like, he goes, I said something about like, you know, like Neil Adams kind of, you know, has these crusades that he goes on. He's like, oh, I don't go on crusades. I just smile. I'm like, bullshit, dude. You go on fucking crusades. So yeah, it's a bummer. And you know what's really sad, man, is I couldn't find a good picture of the dude, man. That was sad. I felt bad about that. It's hard to find a good picture of Neil Adams.
Yeah, he's not
man.
super photogenic.
He's not super photogenic, man. But look at this is crazy when you see what he looked like when he was young, right? Let me find this.
Oh, dude, he was a vagina slayer when he was young.
Yeah. Let me see here.
For sure.
Yeah, it was funny. No, I'll show it during the video. Anyways, yeah, he passed away 80 years old. 80 years old. You know, we lost Denny O'Neil a couple years ago, so we kind of knew that this is coming. And it sucks. It sucks that we're getting old and shit.
Getting old sucks.
Yeah.
That was surprising. I didn't see that coming though.
Neil Adams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he
did.
was 80.
I did. Yeah,
I always find it miraculous that people live past 80.
Yeah. It's rough, man. It's rough.
If I get to 80, somebody shoot me.
Past 45, man, and then it's just a downhill
Wait, we
slide.
go up? Is that him go up like 3 or 4?
This is him with the Superman co-creators Siegel and Schuster.
Oh, dude, he was totally fucking drinking whiskey at work and fucking.
Oh,
They
yeah,
didn't know how to
slaying-
do a haircut
slaying
back then, dude.
secretaries, slaying secretaries.
Man,
Oh, yeah, bro.
who cut his hair, bro?
Dude, bro, that was in style at that time, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
What did he tell the barber? Hey, I want you to blindfold yourself this time and give me a badass haircut.
Darth.
And there you go.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
Darth, I got G.I. Joe variants for you later on. All right, so let's do this. So check this out. We can play actually a little clip of it. I got a little clip. Let's play a little clip. So basically, we start talking, and you guys know me. I always talk about
100%, Joe.
the Green Lantern 85 cover. This cover right here. That cover is a real big deal in my life, and It's a really cool cover on top of it. That's
Dude, that cover hits home for a lot of people.
Yeah, for a lot of people. So
like you can insert addiction to whatever, and that hits home. Like,
well, it's interesting because well, he talks about it. Let's get into it. Here we go.
One of the things that I want to talk about real fast is this cover. And it's a cover
in Green Arrow with the drug issue.
Yes,
my goodness.
And it's a very important piece of art on my wall. As I was lucky to have both you and Danny O'Neill, the great Danny O'Neill, sign this piece for me a while back. And I'm very open with this fact that I'm a recovering drug addict. I was a heroin addict for 10 years. I'm 15 years sober right now. And I've made it a part of my life to help people who are going through the same type of thing. This book has, and this cover, and not just this cover, but the whole book, everything about this storyline, everything has become a piece that I like to talk to with their family members. When their family members don't know what an addict is going through, it's very hard for them to look at them in a way other than as an addict. And I think that this storyline is a very important storyline to show that all people who are struggling aren't bad people.
This is this story has a genesis. In New York, the mayor, who was John Lindsay at the time, very nice mayor, very good mayor, was looking for he and the city government was looking for some way to produce a comic book that talked about drug addiction. And so they essentially offered it to people at DC Comics to write something. So the question was, who's going to do it? I volunteered. Danny O'Neill volunteered to write an outline. In doing this, we took advantage of the city to introduce us to Phoenix House. You know something about Phoenix House? Very, very big in New York, and some of the other drug addiction houses. And so we were given the opportunity to go there and to talk to some of the people who were working the program. And so we went away and we did our outlines that we presented to the city. They immediately rejected them because in those days it was just say no. Just say no.
Yeah.
It was all on the addict, to say, oh, you got to refuse this stuff, and it's like, what the hell are you talking about? So Denny and I very clearly left with the same message. It's not the addict that the problem is; it's everybody around him. It's the world around him. So it isn't just say no. It's fucking come up with some solutions in the community for people to have something to do that takes them away from the bad stuff and takes them onto the good stuff. So, of course, Danny O'Neill, it was very clear to Danny and I that this was the case, and we wrote it up, and of course they didn't like it. They didn't like that. No, we don't want to do that, so screw that. So that program went to hell. So we kind of let it go. But we were doing Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and we're coming to the end. Denny wrote a story about overpopulation, and I thought this is going to end. We're down to overpopulation. We're going to say goodbye to the series. And I thought, we still have a couple of things to finish off. I got to have a black superhero who has a job, who graduated college, and who has a profession. And it's not some gangbanger that suddenly gets hit by lightning and turns into a superhero. I got to have that. And I got to deal with drug addiction. I got to do that cover. So I did. I went home and I did that cover. You don't actually have to hire Danny O'Neill to do that story. You just give any writer that cover and say, write that story. It's already there. It's in.
So, unfortunately, I think the audio was a little messed up there, but...
we were also in the middle of the con floor.
Yeah, that was the other.
Shout out to Absolute Geek, because that's an interview we did on Absolute Geek.
Yeah, that was it was a tough interview because the people were just going crazy. You guys can go find that. Absolute Geek has the whole interview up on their site. I tried to clean it up. I actually put that through Audacity and tried to clean up the back end because it was
Audacity to play that.
Yeah, it was even worse because we just used an open mic in the middle of the table, in the middle of the con. So, but it was pretty cool. He gets in later. We'll share the rest, where he gets into talking about creating the comic and then fighting with Marvel about it. He tells a really good story about that you guys will like. So we'll play that towards the end. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's nuts. He did a good job. Him and Denny O'Neil did a good job of kind of creating that place that was one of the starting moments of like the social experiment, especially in comics, right? It kind of had been happening maybe underground for a little bit of time with some of those underground artists. Neil Adams got his start. A lot of people don't realize this, but Neil Adams got his start in like that underground kind of stuff area. Well, he got to start on Archie's, but he also did a lot of like magazine art and stuff like that. So, I got a bunch of Neil Adams stuff that I want to show.
Hopefully it's okay with Absolute Geek that you share it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, here, let's just play the rest. Here we go. We got a couple more minutes on this.
One of the things.
Let me just do this. So a lot of my favorite books, all my favorite Neil Adams books, I had in a long box and I couldn't get to it. And but I was able to grab some graded books and some a couple of autographed books that I have. And I think we talked about it on the Hot 10 maybe. That Neil Adams stuff is just going crazy right now. It's absolutely signature series stuff is going crazy. Do you guys have any signature series Neil Adams stuff?
No, I sold a couple of books that I had a while back. I had some old Batmans. Slabbed. I had one Batman that it really wasn't a key, but it was from a pedigree from the Boston collection, and it was a signature series. So guy offered me a couple of dollars for it.
I got a poster of him, of the Ra's al Ghul poster, the print signed by him, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show it because I got it signed during that interview.
I was saying on Lower Show last night, some good spec was some of the Neil Adams 2013 on DC, where he did some homage covers of Aaron had brought up the Muhammad Ali homage, and then the Tech 27 homage, and he had do I have a cover?
Yeah, he did that month, or that was it a month or maybe a couple months?
Yeah, I believe it was a month. He did like 4 or 5 covers.
Yeah, he redid a bunch of his covers.
Yeah, he did. A lot of my favorite Neil Adams stuff are Dead Man stuff. Yeah, one, the Joker, Batman one. Yeah.
See, and I thought that was pretty important because I think that's the first time he drew Harley Quinn.
Does that matter though? Really? I mean,
no, I don't think it matters. But if for a collector, I don't know.
How about the first time he drew Batman, which is going to be a question that I want everybody to start thinking about right now.
That's because, to say the least.
There's an argument, I think, on what that first Batman is. So we're going to find out.
Here we go.
All right, let's do. Yeah, right. We're going to get into it again. We're going to start arguing about. Well, not only are we going to argue about that, we're going to argue about Peggy Carter. We're going to argue about Spider-Gwen and Thor, She-Thor. We're going to argue about all that. But before we do that,
I can't fight with you, Brian.
Before we do that, we're going to play the rest of this fucking video.
And I got to deal with drug addiction. I got to do that cover. So I did. I went home and I did that cover. You don't actually have to hire Danny O'Neil to do that story. You just give any writer that cover and say, write that story. It's already there. It's in the cover. You look at that cover and you go, oh shit, that's it. So I don't think Denny had a hard time because he was on the same page I was. So we went ahead and of course my editor said, no, dropped it like a hot potato. He said, not Neil. Not only am I never going to publish this cover, we're never going to publish this cover. I'm never going to pay you for it. I said, I think you are.
If there's anybody that you don't want to say that to, it's Neil Adams.
Don't want to say that. So Stan over at Marvel, right? He did this story with Harry Osborn, who popped pills and I guess walked off a roof or some shit. Now let me tell you how much Stan Lee knew about drug addiction. Usually, what pills? Exactly what pills are we talking about here? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Don't we have to know what kind of pills?
Yeah.
Most pills, you basically go sit in the corner and go quietly like this. You just arms folded, just go away from me. Wow. You're not going to be walking out a window because that's paranoia.
Yeah.
But Stan, I guess, had read an article about somebody walked off a roof or whatever the hell it was, and he put it in the story. I'm talking to Johnny Romita, who did the story, right? And I said, Johnny pulled me over to the side. Now I had that cover on Julie Schwartz's desk for 3 months. Wow. They weren't doing anything with it. Just leave it there. Everybody that looked at it was terrified. I'm talking to Johnny Romita, and he said, this is what Stan did. He did this thing. And I said, well, did you send it to the code? He said, yeah, we sent it to the code. They rejected it. And so I said, so what happened? He said, well, Stan went to his uncle, Martin Goodman, and said, I'd like to run the book without the code seal. Martin said, sure, go ahead.
It's awesome.
I said, so you ran it? He said, yeah, we ran it. It's been published. It's shipping.
Comic in history.
It's shipping. So anyway, I go back next week, right? And I go see Johnny. I say, what happened? What happened, dude? What happened? And Johnny said, nothing. I said, nothing happened. I said, nothing? He said, nobody noticed. I said, really? Nobody noticed? I mean, no letters, no phone calls? No, nobody noticed. They didn't even notice the seal wasn't there. Nobody in the United States of America noticed that the seal wasn't there or gave a crap. Oh, so I go back to DC Comics. Everybody's running around the hallways. They're going nuts. Stan beat him again.
So there you go. That's the story about how Stan basically stole the idea to do a drug comic and get away with it by not throwing the code on there from Neal Adams. That's kind of what it sounded like to me. It's pretty funny. Planet Arizona Comic says, what's up, everyone? Rest in peace, Neal freaking Adams. You are a legend. Yes, he was. He was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. All right, let's go through some of these books. You got any books?
And remember to check out Absolute Geek for the full interview.
Yeah. You guys can find the full interview over there. Man, you could tell. Go listen to it. You could tell he was a dick when the interview first started. He was like, I don't want to be doing this. You can really tell.
Was he getting paid?
No, I don't know. Ken
we
Brown,
didn't pay him to interview him.
Yeah, no. Ken Brown, who is a local comic shop here in the Valley, who owns a local comic shop here in the Valley, Drawn to Comics, hooked up the interview. He was just like, hey, do you want to interview Neal Adams? And we're like, yeah, fuck yeah. So I think we found out like the day before or something like that.
Yeah, it was quick because we couldn't even get like everything that we needed there to be able to do make the interview sounded the way it needed to sound because it was it was so quick.
Yeah, the shit you can do now with mics and stuff, it's pretty amazing. I literally had to put that through Audacity just to clear up some of the background noise because it was so bad, man. It was so bad. But yeah, we'll go through. You guys want to do some pickups? You want to do some pickups, and we can go through our Neal Adams shit.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I need a minute.
All right, I'm gonna go first then. So let's do this. So this right here is the first ever book, professional work that Neal Adams did. It was a panel in Archie's Joke Book number 41 from forever ago. And it's very hard to find copies of this at all, but I found two and they're in horrible condition. One's got all that blue shit at the bottom. You can see how bad it is. It's pretty tore up, but it's pretty cool to have Neal Adams' first professional work in a comic book. This one's pretty tore up. He also did a couple other Archie's Joke Book. He also did some like Bob Hope books and stuff like that. This is Archie's Joke Book number 44. He did this also. I love. Didn't he do this? Didn't he do the race? Did he do this? I could swear he did that. Yeah. Yeah. Neal Adams did this. The Flash Superman race. I try to get these whenever they come out. I have all of them.
Phenomenal cover.
Yeah. This is. I like Neal Adams when he does his autograph, and we kind of talked about this on the Hot 10 over at House of Stein. Neal Adams just finds a really cool, small place to put his autograph. You know, he doesn't want to destroy the cover, and I like that a lot. So that's signed.
That's how what's his name is that does X-Men.
Yeah,
but he doesn't
Chris
over
Claremont.
where it says, yeah, but he doesn't over where it says X-Men.
Yeah, this is a badass signed Neal Adams Spectre cover. He did a lot of these Spectre covers. I love these. I'm a big fan of the Spectre, especially when Hal Jordan was the Spectre. He signed this too. No, I don't think he signed that. Of course, this one. We all love this one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One of my top 3 favorite Neal Adams covers, right here. His Deadman run was amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. He took over Deadman, the second issue, the second appearance of Deadman. This is Strange Adventures number 207, and beautiful, beautiful cover. I love the background with the faces in the background. I'm a huge fan of Deadman. Huge fan of Deadman. This is, I think that this is his first cover he ever did. It is Tomahawk 116. Here you guys go. This is the first ever Neal Adams cover. Yeah, there we go. Joseph Pantalone says Tomahawk 119 has a great spread eagle cover.
He's about to get shot with an arrow.
Yeah,
Dude's
right.
fucked.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's first Neal Adams. This is when CGC had the issues with the oil looking things. What do they call those?
Oh, the Newton rings.
Newton rings. Yeah.
Fuck you, Newton. Newton.
I sold my Neal Adams is the reason I got back into comics. Neal Adams came out and did a con, I think one of like the Mesa Comic Con or something like that. And so I went and got my comics out of my storage unit to get my Green Lantern 76, Green Lantern 85, Batman 451 signed. And I recently sold my Green Lantern 76 was a 4.5 signature series, and I sold it because I got this, and this also has the Newton rings in it too, which sucks, but it's a 7.5 of Green Lantern 76, one of my all-time favorite fucking books, man. So cool. And then I think that might be it. Let me see here. Oh, all right, the Batman stuff. So a lot of people say Detective Comics 370 is the first Neal Adams art on Batman, right? That's what a lot of people say. I think that there's a possibility, and I could be wrong, but I think that there's a possibility that, let me show you this. That this book, let me find it. Damn it.
Damn it, Brian.
Yeah.
Quit shitting the bed.
I am, bro. What was the Strange Tales? Strange.
What are you doing?
I know. This is crazy. Jesus.
I know it sucked. I had to work all the way up to like the minute before we go out on the show, so I couldn't even dig out all my Neil Adams stuff.
Yeah, it sucks. Anyways, I think there was a book before it. I'm trying to find my video on it, but I'm not going to be able to pull it up. What was the series that he did? Batman 251, Batman 227, Green Lantern. Okay, that's Planet Arizona telling his top 3 covers.
Yep.
Let me find this.
Does Red have any good Neil Adams covers to show off while we're waiting?
Here it is right here. Brave and the Bold. I think that the
Jeez,
Brave
goes
and the
down.
Bold. Yeah, I found it. I fucking found it, motherfucker. I found that shit. Brave and the Bold 79. Check this out. I think this might be the first Neil Adams Batman cover. So be on the lookout for that one too. And you detectives, tell me if I'm totally wrong. All right, who else got some Neil Adams shit?
Crickets.
Nobody.
Yeah, I sold the what was it? 451, the Tech 27 homage. Which one was that? Is it 451?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I sold that to Phil for like $600.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the Joker book.
The one
No,
where
that's
she's running out of the
Yeah.
So I sold that one to Phil. Yeah, that was the last of the Neil Adams stuff that I had.
Oh, that fucking sucks. It's a bummer.
I mean, for what I paid for it, like, my intention was to get a higher grade. I still haven't done it. So
I hate when that happens.
yeah, no, I mean I can go get it. I'm just I'm in no hurry. I'll wait till all this cools down though, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, his stuff's going crazy. Let's take a look at that.
It's like this is not the time to buy Neil Adams art.
No.
If you were a fan, you should have already bought it,
Yeah, for sure.
Take a look here. What his stuff is. It's what people have got it up
It's
for.
probably astronomical right now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
When someone passes away, people get sentimental and they say, I've wanted that book. Let me go ahead and get it. It's like when Kobe died, all these cards were flying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, just
Yeah, it's a bummer, dude.
Yeah, it sucks. Sucks. Life is short, man.
Yep. Well, here's the thing, and this is what I was talking about on the Hot 10. I was like, somebody put up in the chat, I forget who it was. Somebody put up that instead of getting books signed, what is that? Oh, it's facsimile. I was about to shit myself. Like somebody got that for 9.8 for $150. Instead of getting a comic signed, get an original piece of art. Get some OA. Buy a page, buy a cover. That would be the way to go.
I think the reason people get things signed is to commemorate the moment they met the individual.
Well, that's what I used to love about it. Like standing in line, getting to tell them, what it meant to you, what you thought about it, what it was like to, you know what I mean? Like, why, hey, you know, you're my favorite writer. This is why I loved when you did this. Absolute Geek quit.
Fuck, bro. Shit.
You know what I mean? Just, and you're hanging out and you're there and like, you know, it's just, and you know what I mean? Like and they get told a million times that how badass they are and stuff, but it just seems like no matter how much they're told, they just light up that they just get to hear these little personal experiences that it does to people.
That's why when you meet a creator, here's what you say. You know, everybody thinks you're an asshole. I don't. I think you're awesome. You know, can you please sign that to Joe? Everybody may say you're shit. I don't think that. Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, that's a great way. That's a great way to start it off.
Everybody hates you, but I think you're pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Everybody said your last the last story arc that you did, it was terrible and it sucked and it was pretty disappointing. I don't think so. But can you sign that?
Yeah.
Like when I got to meet Tim Seeley at WonderCon one year and I sat down and when he was doing Nightwing and he was doing when Dick was the secret agent. And I was like picking his brain. I was like, what do you think about this? Are you going to go this here with this? What are you going to do with this? And he was like, holy fuck. I can't believe you're like to the point where he was like, well, actually the plot line. He's like, I can't tell you the plot line. I was like, I almost had you. But it was like, I think they enjoy that. Like we look so deep into it and we like how we like break it down and how we're seeing it. I just think they think it's crazy that we look into it as deep as we do.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, it's a bummer, man. He passed, 80 years old. Drink up to Neil Adams, smoke one up, put one up for him, whatever you got to do.
Pour some out for him for the homie.
Yeah. Sell some comics.
Sell some comics.
Sell some comics. All right. What else we got going on tonight?
I picked up a couple of books, Brian.
You want to do some pickups? Well, hold on. Check this shit out.
Okay.
Check this shit out. Let's do this first, because I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. What do you guys think about good old El Muerto?
I think he's fucking stupid, man. that shit just pisses me off, dude. Like, what are they doing, man? Nobody's gonna fucking watch these movies, dude. Like, what are we doing here, dude? And look at that stupid shirt, dude. Like, come on, man.
Who's on his shirt?
It's Undertaker, bro.
It's Undertaker.
Bro, with a corduroy jacket, dude. Get out of here, bro.
I love CBR.com's. Their headline says, Sony's El Muerto. Is it the dumbest Spider-Verse idea yet?
Fuck yeah, it is.
And then they like to backpedal a smudge, but could it work?
Yeah.
Dude, this should go straight to VHS. That's how stupid this idea is, dude. Like, what are you doing, dude? It's almost like a terrorist attack on Spider-Man, bro. You know, like they're trying to bust up all these characters from the inside and just fuck over Spider-Man, dude. That's how I feel, dude.
Hey,
they're like, we took care of Morbius. Fuck that character. Like, wait till we get a hold of Black Cat. We're really gonna fuck that character up. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on, dude?
They're just throwing shit at a wall. They're like, one of these movies has got to be good. We'll do it right one of these times.
It says here, to call El Muerto obscure would be an understatement. Jesus, dude.
It's like, please, bro.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Kick-Ass Part 3, dude, or something like that.
Do you know the story of El Muerto? Like his background and what that comic's about? It's some crazy shit. Basically, his dad is this badass luchador with these magical powers that dies trying to save him from getting killed by his arch nemesis, El Dorado, another luchador with special powers. And when he gives his life for his son, then that makes El Dorado, the arch nemesis, feel bad and tell the son, you have 10 years to fight me. Either you find a superhero and unmask them after you defeat them, or you have to fight me and die. That's some fucking crazy shit right there, bro. That is Peter David and whoever else wrote it with him, smoking some really good Chiba, man. That shit is crazy. I'm telling you, like, I really think Peter David smokes. I think Peter David gets down, because that is crazy, bro. I think that's crazy. What up, Josh?
I just, what a waste.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're gonna spend that money, give it to the homeless, dude, because I mean, you're just throwing money away, dude. like really, dude. Like, who's gonna be the director? Like, I can see it now. Oh yeah. Fade in, wrestling ring.
Close up of the top rope.
Yeah, please. Like the casting call for that, and just like, please.
Yeah,
what are we doing, dude?
This is Sony again.
Who's the guy in charge? Somebody interview him, dude, and say why, bro.
I can't even make something up about it because it's so out there, and you're just wondering, like, what is Sony thinking? There had to have been a better character that they could have chosen to do a movie about that is still even obscure as that.
Like, I mean, that is just like going to the bottom of the barrel, dude. Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought that's why Sony was doing the Spider-Verse, so they could take every fucking character that ever existed in the Spider-Verse and just like put it out there, and then whatever character is a hit, then they just, you know, do a cash grab with it. But no, they need Bun B to lead the way of their new Spider-Verse or Spider-Villain.
So check this out. So one of two things is going to happen with this. It's either going to be the craziest hit of the summer, right? Or it's never going to get made. Watch. It's going to be one of those two things. And I think the chances of it never getting made are greater.
Yeah, hopefully it never gets made.
Yeah.
I would have rather seen like a Tombstone movie or something. I mean, there's so many villains that, you know.
I'd rather see a real Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, whenever they do like this Mexican superhero, I get a little jaded because my uncle created the first Mexican superhero in Relámpago. And so, like, if you're going to do a Mexican superhero, like, do them the right way.
Yeah.
Like, and cast them the right way. I just think that this isn't going to, like, do any of that justice. So.
Yeah, you're probably right, dude. You're probably right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like all these movies don't do themselves justice anyways, because they don't even involve Spider-Man. Like, you're making all
I'm sure they'll have a
Spider-Man
poster. I'm sure they'll have a poster in the background
that'll get removed before the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's ask this: what is there a better Latin character that you could have put in there better than El Muerto?
I don't know. Miles Morales, Puerto Rican.
Bang, bing, bang, boom. There you go. You hit the whammy bar. There you go. Rob's Comics. What up, brother? You got the link. You're more than welcome to hop on if you got nothing going on. Yeah, I think this is very interesting. But did you guys see how much these are selling for?
No.
Insane.
$5.
Really?
Oh
It's
yeah, man.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #6. Before the Hot 10 last night, it was at 70, 75, I think, was the cover price. And let me do this.
Bro, if you're buying this book, like, get out of the comic book game, bro. Because
You're terrible, man.
You're not
No.
going to be collecting comic books in about a year or so if you're buying this book.
If you're buying them for $1,
yeah,
just
if you're
throw 'em
buying
up.
it for
Yeah.
$1, that's different. But if you're paying $70, like, don't get pissed off that like the hobby's not good to you.
I wish that was all they were paying. I know there was one sale that was like over $200.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Raw.
Can you imagine the person that paid $82? I got it. Fuck
99.
yeah. I won the auction. Yeah.
129, 174, 162, 139. Best offer. 200 for 2 of them. 110.
Josh just
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
It's gross.
There you go. Sell away, baby. Go look for in your Spider-Man boxes. Sell away.
Wow.
I guarantee you could still find this for $1 at your at least one store in your area. Well, I don't guarantee it, but you might not have a store in your area, so that's the only reason I can't guarantee it. This book is sitting in back issue bins. Probably not
I
even
wonder
bagged
if
and
anybody
boarded.
had it graded.
That is a great question. Hold on here.
Maybe Slabby Patty. He'd probably be the only one nuts to grade this book.
Yeah, there is, but it's not the right one. This is a different one.
Yeah, there's not going to be any graded. I'd be shocked.
Yeah, now I
There
got
will be now.
Maybe the creator when it got it graded, and then he sold it. Hey, my book's on fire. Let me.
This isn't a bad cover. Him holding the masks.
And correct me if I'm wrong. These are the only 2 issues he's in, correct? Or am I wrong on that?
He's in a couple other issues.
Okay.
Hey, Josh has got the foreign variant of this. He's got this in
he doesn't
Russian.
even buy that.
You
He's
can't
got
even
the Russian version of it.
You can't even pay me to buy that.
All right. Speaking of foreign variants, I want to talk to Josh about something that I found. Right. This was crazy. Have you ever seen this, bro? Check this out.
Oh yeah. That's from South Africa.
Yeah.
And it was supposedly published before Black Panther in the US. It was kind of like a fanzine type of thing, I think, but it was posted in the one of the Facebook groups, and someone from South Africa was like, this is legit, because we're like, is this legit, or did someone just like make this yesterday? But it's a legit thing.
The comics.
Yeah. It came out years, I think like 2 years before Fantastic Four 52.
Yep, and he looks exactly almost like the Black Panther.
Yeah.
You're thinking that they stole it and that's like a scumbag move?
I mean, I'm not gonna say either way, but this is not the first example of
Wolverine,
this
right?
kind of thing. Darna and Wonder Woman.
Daria,
yeah, Darna was made in the Philippines like 5 or 6 years
Darna?
before. Yeah, Darna.
I'm thinking
before
Daria from Beavis and Butthead.
She was made like 5 or 6 years before Wonder Woman was in the US, and they have the same like alias, they dress the same, they like it's crazy. So I wouldn't be shocked if like this is stuff that'll probably never come to light. But
so they actually went to print there, or was that just like
it didn't go to print in the Philippines until after Wonder Woman hit print, because no one in the Philippines would publish it. But there's a long story. I actually wrote a really cool article about it, about how Mars Ravella, who was the creator of Darna, had supposedly traveled to the US and was trying to sell that idea to the US, and then like it was like a year or 2 after that, like all of a sudden, like, hey, here's Wonder Woman. So there's some interesting things that I would love to be able to prove without a shadow of a doubt, but there's just a million coincidences that, like, what are the odds in the 40s on two opposite sides of the world, there are two characters that are created that look the same, have the same name, have the same powers. Like, it's kind of crazy.
He wrote Darna from the 50s to the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
What about that Black Panther? Was that Black Panther actually something that was put out, or was that just like...
Well, listen to this. This is crazy. So check this out. This auction is for an amazing discovery. The Comics #1, a fanzine published in Africa in 1963 that features a character named the Black Panther who looks very close in appearance to the character eventually drawn by Jack Kirby from Marvel Comics several years later. That this predates the Marvel character by years, and that he is so similar in appearance, and that this character was created in Africa makes this an amazing piece of comic book history that not many collectors know about. Very few of these were initially printed, and even fewer have survived, possibly fewer than a couple dozen, and absolutely 0 copies are available for sale. So pretty damn cool, man.
Like, how would he have found that, though?
Did he take vacation?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm getting at.
Dude, he could have just heard it just like somebody else on a forum, you know, on a foreign comic Reddit group or something, you know.
There ain't no Reddit groups back then.
What do you mean back then? I'm talking about the guy who bought it.
No, I was talking about Black Panther. Like how would he Kirby have known to like how would he have stumbled across that? Like,
maybe Stan Lee stumbled across it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that's, you know, really eerie, and like, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, we'll never know the truth to, but there's a lot of interesting questions about stuff like that. I mean, back in the 40s, Marvel was shipping, you know, comic stuff to other countries so they could print stuff. So I mean, who's to say that, you know, somehow some of these didn't make it, you know, over to, you know, America or something like that, and someone picks it up and goes,
Yeah, the artist. Hey guys at Marvel, like, what do you think of this? Oh, no, it's not that good.
Yeah, let's
go
be
ahead
honest.
and keep it though.
Like, I think back then the only way you could have actually seen it was like if he would have sent it in, like mailed it to them and said, "Hey, this is my idea." You know what I mean?
And I mean, who knows? I mean, that could, you know, that's like one of those like dirty secrets that, you know, you'll never know. Like Marvel's not going to be like, yeah, hey, you know, this guy from South Africa mailed us this Black Panther thing, and we stole it and printed it.
Yeah.
Damn. Could you imagine that though? If that's what happened. Damn.
Pretty cool though. I think it's pretty cool.
I told Josh I was going to show him. This is my uncle's character he created in the 70s, Relampago. He's the first Mexican American. He's the first Mexican American superhero, Relampago. And so, like, I believe DC tried a couple of times to like get my aunt to turn over the rights to the character, and like she's like won't do it. So like it's self-created.
Those are dope.
Yeah, so
I love that cover. That's so cool.
So, you know, that's kind of like, and my uncle, like, he had one of the largest comic shops in South Texas, and you know, like, I've always had a passion for books, so I get a little pissed off when I see like a Bun B character, you know, trying to represent, and like, if you're gonna do it the right way, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh, we'll see what happens with that movie. That's gonna be interesting.
I'm sure not much.
Did you guys see the teaser trailer for Umbrella Academy that came out? I think it was the beginning of March.
I did.
Let me find it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, dude. Let me find it. Here we go. So basically, season 3 is coming. They announced today, I think, or recently, a release date and all that type of stuff, but a while ago maybe. But some interesting news came out of it. But here is the teaser trailer that we'll get copyright strike for. I guarantee it. Where is it? Here we go. That's pretty dope, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that music. It's kind of weird how everything's for phones now. It kind of sucks. Right? Well, here's the interesting thing. Umbrella Academy Season 3 release date, trailer, and story, and news to know. Did you guys know that they are changing the character in the show for Elliot Page?
Yep.
I think I heard that, but I didn't think it was going to be true. That's kind of crazy that they're doing that. That's got to be unprecedented.
Yeah, it's definitely unprecedented.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking awesome.
I mean, what either one of two things is going to happen. Elliot Page is going to be like, I'm not doing it unless you do it, or they're going to be nice and be like, hey, we'll do it. We understand. We're going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you either do it or you recast. And if you recast, what kind of signal is that putting out there?
Exactly. Exactly. But there is to play devil's advocate. What about the people who just love that character as a girl and love that character from the story? To that I say, I'd be interested in knowing if people think that they shouldn't do that. I know it's like it's not you'll get canceled for that shit and that type of stuff, but I bet you there's people out there that are kind of bummed about this. And they're just, are they on the wrong side of history?
I think there's going to be people that are bummed about it, but there's also people that are probably super excited about it.
Boom.
Like I'm one of them. I'm super excited about it.
It's going to be interesting to see how they pull it off.
Yeah.
Well, it's embracing where we are as a society, and it's so easy to kind of like 10 years ago, like they write that character out of the show, but as well as I do, they have public relations and they say, you know what, this is exactly what we want. We want to include these characters, and here you go. And, it sends a message that, like they want to be known as a property that is pro people, so.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because interestingly enough, I talked about this book. I brought up the comics book, and then there was a book. Let me find it here. Somebody was saying it was. Let me try to find it. What is the Umbrella Academy stuff been doing? Has anybody been keeping an eye on that?
Maybe aside from some variants and like issue 1, I don't like see anybody like getting excited about like any other like first appearance or like key books.
Well, it's always been the free comic book day that's been the book,
right?
It doesn't. I'm looking at them right now, and it doesn't look like they've done anything because you can still grab them for $50 near mint. So
wow.
And that's what they have been. I snagged a couple and sent them in. Yeah, here's a CGC 98 for $219. I think I sold mine for $200 like 8 or 9 months ago.
Wow.
So they're not moving.
Yeah.
Which is cool because I want to buy another. So I'm happy about that. I was sad that I sold that book.
Yeah, I like that book. I actually have the white, I think it's like a RRP or something like that. Have you guys seen that for that Umbrella Academy? Let's see if I can find that here.
Hey Josh, are you frozen or are you just sitting like that?
No, I'm reading the comments.
Man,
deep in thought. Josh is deep in thought.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You're like a ninja, bro.
Getting my mannequin on.
You look like Amber Heard at Johnny Depp trial. Have you seen her, dude? She is so fucked up on pills. Man. You can tell, dude. She's just like this the whole time. And you think that like your TV is frozen. I was listening to a podcast and the dude was talking about, he's like, yeah, man, I kept on thinking my TV was frozen. And she'd just be sitting there just super zannied out.
Did you see that witness they had? He was giving testimony from his car while driving and vaping. I thought that was the coolest
I
shit
didn't
I'd ever
even see
seen.
that.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Dude, it was because of COVID, right? So they had old testimony from 2021, and he's vaping while he's giving testimony, and then he's driving. I don't know if he was an Uber driver or whatever, but he's like yelling at traffic. And
Oh, you're talking about the Depp testimony, dude. That,
oh yeah,
that is a show.
It's awesome.
That guy was
right?
awesome.
Yeah. This is the book, by the way. This is the RRP or whatever variant.
Yeah, that one was going for a chunk of change.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to find in high grade.
I remember
I think
that
there's
one.
only 100 of them, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
But let's get back into the conversation we were just having, because that was even better. The Johnny Depp trial has been unreal, dude. So crazy.
I put it up there with OJ, dude. I mean, the cast of characters that like.
Well, nobody died in this trial, so
Well,
OJ trial like
some
like two people
careers have
died.
been some careers have died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like somebody's career or their fortune is relatively low stakes versus somebody's life. So, but it has been absolutely fascinating. And Johnny Depp, I don't know about you guys, but I freaking love listening to that guy talk.
Yeah.
It's like Jack Sparrow on the witness stand, dude.
You can tell he really there's times where he'll just stop and think about it for like 10, 15 seconds. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Elon Musk, like on the Rogan show, where Elon Musk would just stop and think about something for a while, and then he would, So, anyways.
Yeah, I would listen to whole days of testimony of Johnny Depp when he was on the stand.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Amber's legal team has made a lot of mistakes. So one of the things that they did, they had somebody on the stand and they were asking him questions, and they kept Johnny's team kept objecting to his questions because they were asking for hearsay. Now, hearsay is you're testifying as to what somebody else said, right? Just so everybody's on the same page is what hearsay is. And so that's generally not allowed. There are certain exceptions to hearsay, but generally it's not allowed. So when you hear objection hearsay, it's because he's testifying as to what someone else said. Well, then Amber's attorney gets up and he asks a question about what somebody else said. And then he realizes halfway through the guy's testimony that he's giving hearsay. And so he says, objection. And the judge says, it was your question. Can't object to your own question, idiot. So stupid. And then they had queued up all of this video deposition stuff, and one of them was of Amber Heard basically admitting that the whole abuse thing was a sham, and they did not mean to play that part. And she was like hopping, man. She was pissed. Because she looks over at them and she's like, got those, the look. It's like,
yeah.
And she was so mad at them. They just keep screwing up. And I'm sure she's going to be, it's like, there's a part of me, it's like, are they doing it on purpose because they know she's the real killer,
Well, everybody knew this shit. Like, she didn't give that money to that charity. Everybody knew that shit. And the funny part is, like I said in the beginning, where Johnny was like, he gave her an out. She had an out, man. She didn't have to do this. And now it's all your dirty laundry all over the place. And not only that, it's killing it on TikTok, man. Killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty bed sheets.
Yeah.
When he was describing, he's like, somebody took a grumpy. They call it a grumpy.
He called it fecal matter.
Fecal delivery. Fecal delivery.
Fecal delivery. Yeah, I'm here from a fecal plant. Somebody have a delivery?
Yeah. We've got edible arrangements and then fecal deliveries.
Did you guys hear that they cut a bunch of shit from her in Aquaman?
Yeah, she's down to under 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, dude.
There's a petition with 2 million signatures.
Yes, dude. Look at this. This is awesome. This is so great. Petition to remove Amber Heard has 2 million signatures.
Wow.
Surpasses 2.2 million signatures.
Dude,
Like,
that's a lot of people who are
what's
like,
the threshold where the studio says, well, maybe I ought to take her out?
Well, I think they're already there, man. I think
they
they're already there.
have cut down her time as much as they can for the story to still make sense.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because then she couldn't have had that crucial of a role as it was then.
Yeah.
Well, there was I'm sure you guys saw this TikTok, but somebody went through and they did a face replace with almost 3 million. They did a face replace where they put like
I'll give the link for anybody that wants to go sign it.
Yeah.
Hey,
show one of them,
just
Brian.
pulling that link up.
Just
there
show
was
it.
the girl from Game of Thrones. They had one. There was one with there was another girl, and then they had one. The best one was Steve Buscemi. They put Steve Buscemi's face on her. They're like, anybody can do this part. Anybody can do that.
Dude, how long has this been around? Has this been around for a while?
It's been around for a while. It
Dude,
seems like they started doing this when Johnny initiated the lawsuit, the British lawsuit. But this looks like it's updated to now because the $50 million lawsuit is the one that they're litigating right now, that they're in trial right now.
Yeah, but she doesn't even have 50 million. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
so, like,
you can't get what you don't ask for. So the damages to him are 50 million. He's got to ask for 50 million. If it comes out that, she doesn't have that money, oh well, he's going to garnish her wages until she dies or until he does.
Yeah, she's dumb. She fucked up, dude.
She ain't gonna have much wages after all this shit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I think he's okay with that.
Maybe. So
sorry, Amber, you only get $500,000 for this role. Johnny D gets the rest.
Wow.
I think it's funny all the people that have to take the stand too, like all these actors and actresses and big Hollywood people that are like having to take the stand. I think Paul Bettany, wasn't Paul Bettany one of them or something like that?
Yeah, and there was also, speaking of Elon, there was the video of her and Elon fooling around in a hotel elevator.
Yeah.
Somebody asked Elon if she shit on his bed.
And he was like, that's not something I really want to talk about, but we're gonna talk about it at Tesla.
She shit in his Tesla?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think she would have to. I don't think
the one they sent into space.
Yeah.
I don't think
that was just them getting rid of evidence.
Last I heard, he just couch surfs.
I think they call that giving the soft serve. Isn't that what it's called?
Oh. Yeah, she could tell she's is this the video? I think this is the video, right? Let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to. No, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, we don't need those cookies.
You get nothing. You get to think of what it looked like. But yeah, that's interesting.
Man, there's so many things in this trial. Like we could talk for days and days. And there are YouTube channels out there that have talked about it for days and days and days.
Dude,
yeah.
we need some surprise witnesses and stuff like that. We need some more action, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, she is going to take the stand next week.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic.
Dude, you can watch the whole thing live too. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my favorite. Yeah, I like to watch it with a little commentary. So,
like they're trying, like when Depp went up there, they're basically trying to like blunt anything that she could possibly say to damage him, because he's already admitting to doing all these things and just putting it out there already to kind of blunt anything that she may say. because anything else, like she'd probably be just making it up,
Yeah. So one of the tactics that you use as a trial lawyer is if there's any bad news, you want to be the one to deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be the one to frame that, because if the other side is the one framing it, then it's going to look bad for you because you weren't being honest with the jury. You weren't being forthright with the jury to begin with. So that's why they had Johnny just kind of talk for a whole day, like a day and a half. He just was telling stories before they ever got to cross-examination. And I think he was on the stand for a total of like 5 days.
Yeah,
It's
this
fantastic.
is funny. This is funny. She here's her with Elon. Dude, Elon's a freaking pimp, man.
Elon's the top row, and then James Franco's the bottom row.
Yeah, and she likes elevators. You can tell. She likes elevators. So
she definitely doesn't like bathrooms.
The best testimony was she blames it on the dogs, and he's like, they're miniature Yorkies. They're 4-pound dogs. There's no way that they did that.
Yeah, man. She dropped the banana loaf, dude.
Oh, it's so gross, dude. That is so gross.
The amount of times he had the whole entire courtroom like busting out laughing.
Oh yeah, dude.
There was a scene where he handed something to his lawyer and they zoomed in on it, and he had drawn a picture of like somebody's face and just put it there for his lawyer to look at, and the lawyer's like, nice work.
Yeah. Did they like have the music to Titanic when he was drawing it or something like that?
Yeah,
like he was DiCaprio.
He was drawing like one of your French girls. Yeah, exactly.
He did a composite sketch of Amber Heard as the in the bed.
Yeah, it was on TikTok where like it had that sad music playing from Titanic.
Yeah.
With DiCaprio sketching what's her name, and I tell you what, there's a lot of creative people out there. Like, man, they did something where they make the mouth move and to music, and it looks like Johnny Depp is singing the song from the witness stand, and it's just unreal, man.
Yeah,
so good, dude. This is entertainment for the next like 6 months, man. It's really so good.
It's really going to get drawn out for that long.
Oh no! I'm talking about the memes, but the trial itself is just about done. I shouldn't say that. They have planned 24 days for trial, and they've taken up 10 so far. So
honestly, I don't even think we know the half of the crazy shit them two got into. You know what I mean? I think we're getting the PG-13 version.
Yeah, this is just the first layer.
Yeah,
we're getting the sugar-coated version.
The whole finger cut off thing, like this.
Johnny Depp's a badass.
Did he send text messages that said he wanted to set her on fire, kill her, set her on fire, and then fuck her dead body?
Oh yeah. He was pissed. He was on one right there, dude. He had been up nights on that one. I'm telling you, he was on one. Good for him.
Yeah, Nate 138. They did say 6 weeks. They're doing 4 days a week. It's a 24-day trial.
How awesome would it be to get picked for that jury? Like, I would dumb myself down so far.
So you don't have to, bro. You can watch it live.
The judge,
but to be
is
there,
even
to be
like
part of the
shaking her
jury.
head, like I can't believe, like that's a first for me. Like when that witness was giving testimony from the car, you know,
yeah.
She's just like,
so that's not live. That's a recording, just so you know.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. That's a good one. I like that.
She's got to milk that connection, man.
That reminds me, dude. When I was in school, me and my buddy made my mom even helped me. We bought 2 whole boxes of those soft shoes, those milk chocolate shoes, and put them in a brownie mix and took them to a party. Yeah, and put it on the table and literally watched 2 dudes eat the whole thing. They were stoned.
No way.
I swear to God, dude.
Were
swear to God.
Were they token? Is that why they went all ham on the brownies?
Dude, for 3 days, bro. They said that they were just nonstop shitting, dude. Yeah, dude. It was crazy.
Oh man. Have you guys ever had sugar-free Haribo gummy bears.
I got some
that'll
in
do some shit to your stomach.
Yeah.
I went and saw. I had a boss who was like, "Hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna each eat 100 of these, and then see how it goes." And I went to go see Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I was like, I'm not feeling anything. Maybe 100 isn't enough. And then the movie starts, the opening credits roll, and my stomach like expanded like a balloon. It just like blew up like a friggin' hot air balloon. I was like, what the heck?
Started getting sweaty.
You left
Yeah,
Starflight.
I'm like, oh my gosh, Jamie Foxx, this is terrible. This is the worst.
You left Starplex a present over there.
Yeah, they had to bring in the industrial bleach for their toilets after that. It was not pretty.
The first time I ever got drunk, like super wasted off Corona, I had to help my friend move the next day, and it was not a fucking fun day, dude. And it was the hottest Arizona had been in like 20 years. It was like 122 degrees or something like that shit. It was fucking bad. And the one thing that he did not bring was fucking tissue shitter paper. It was bad, bro. That's just throw
Brian ripped a shirt like this.
Yeah.
His belly's hanging out. It's just a ripped shirt.
Nah, you just take a shower, man. Just jump in the
just
shower.
jump in the shower. Get on those tippy toes.
Or just poop on his bed.
Get on the tippy toes.
Give him an amber turd.
God. I mean,
oh my God,
like
bro.
I wonder, like, those must be some good friends for her to like have, like, sticking to her side, because like she's not gonna have any money. Like, she's like
she just lied. She lied so hard to everybody.
And then plus
feel
the makeup that didn't exist, that she allegedly covered up all the bruises from
Hey, she can sign
Johnny.
comic books.
That what?
She can sign comic books. I'll
She's
pay her
probably gonna end up
$100.
doing porn, dude.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
I mean, she's still hooking up with very rich people, so I think she'll be all right.
Her porn name can be a
Amber Turd.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Turbinator.
Oh my God, dude.
The Amber Turd.
Oh my God, dude. That might be the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Paul Diggs Comics.
Amber Turd as the Grumpy.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
And
No
Fecal
more
Delivery,
Amber.
Part 2.
No more.
dude. Look at this amber turd I just took.
That's gonna, for about 20 years, that's gonna be a thing. I just took an Amber.
Yeah, I mean, she could just do an OnlyFans and just be crapping on beds and make plenty of money.
Yeah.
Just poop into jars. People pour on their beds.
Oh yeah, that girl who farted in a jar.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think Amber's farts would go for on the secondary market?
Oh, bro. I bet you she could make money doing that. I'm dead serious, man.
I just
I'm
got to
dead
give Johnny
serious.
half. You know.
No shame.
You remember? Wasn't it in like Japan or something? They had those vending machines that would pop out like women's panties, used women's panties.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put
Disgusting.
vending machines with farts in a jar.
Isn't that what OnlyFans? That's like a third of what OnlyFans business, man.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
like
I
their
want to stock
business
up a
model.
vending machine with it. You know what I mean? And sell them for like
C
$50
4.
a piece. It's got a little picture.
Clunk.
Yeah.
Oh no, it broke! It broke open! Oh no!
Sir, it ain't my money. Can you please, sir?
And you go, that's the shit.
Literally.
Yeah, dude. That's
What
pretty
row
funny,
looks
dude.
good. Let's see.
You gotta have
Oh,
a
I
mystery
tried that one last
too.
week. That one's not that.
Yeah, yeah. Heinz
fart joke.
57, or what do they call those when you like take all the sodas? You know?
Suicide.
Suicide. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna take a little bit of each fart and put it in the suicide, and you got to use it like smelling salts. Like
Bro, you lose your
that's-
eyebrows, dude.
And she has to write what she ate.
Bro, have you guys seen the smelling salts videos on like Instagram with the hockey players and stuff? They
Mhm.
need to put farts in a jar in those guys' like
We're
like,
getting
go
pink
on-
eye, man. Come on.
No. I mean, on the videos, they need to like redo the videos and make it look like they're opening a fart in the jar instead of smelling salts. You know what I mean?
And then at the end of the video, they have pink eye, right?
Yeah. That's the whole point for those guys, man. They're crazy.
Man, just walking into a shit conversation, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, this is high class culture, man.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to Brian earlier.
We're all men of culture.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, dude. It's kind of crazy. Kind of nuts.
I need it since I'm sure Dinesh is talking to her.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Dinesh, by the way,
Arnie has
Dinesh,
got a burrito.
Dinesh has got a new comic coming out, I think. Right? He's got a Bunsen Beaver 2 that's getting ready to come out. Did you guys see that?
Gotta have pins, though.
Is that what it is? You got to have the pins to get it?
Pin redemption. I think it closes in 5 minutes, actually. Shit has to be postmarked today. So.
That's actually kind of crazy, man. Yeah, here it is.
We're just talking shit.
We are. Yeah. It's called riffing. We're just riffing.
If it doesn't come with a donut, I don't want it.
It sounds like it might.
Now, that's pretty good art. You know what I mean?
Corey Wolf. No, is it
Not
Corey
bad.
Wolf? I think
That's
what
pretty
it is.
good art, man.
Yeah, it's not bad. Bunsen Beaver 2.
You need to make whatever her taking a shit on the bed.
I'm sure there will be a cover for that sometime soon.
Dude,
Yeah,
could you
someone
imagine
does the
like
blank
someone
sketch
should put out
variant.
a series, a comic
I'm
series?
on it.
Bro,
on it.
I got it. Get an Aquaman blank sketch and just tell the artist, can you draw Amber Heard taking a shit on the bed?
Frank Cho. We need to get a Frank Cho Amber Heard bed cover.
Bro, that would be the
Like Mara just using like a jet diarrhea to swim through the sea, just leaving a trail behind.
You guys want to see? This is kind of cool. I was gonna save this for Wednesday. Did you see this, Hood? Check this out. Watch this.
Oh, that's badass, dude.
Yeah, he takes a picture and he turns it into like a comic cover.
That's
Dude,
dope.
that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I take it as number 14.
Dude, Nate would fucking love that, dude.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's really cool. I saved some Instagram posts to go over with you guys. Did you see this? Brian, I think this is Brian, right? Heritage Comic Grader is Brian from Heritage Comics. He's been putting up some crazy stuff. Put up this 7.0 Captain America Comics #1. This is stuff that he's been that's gonna, I guess, be coming up for Heritage sales. There's been some crazy sales, but that is a crazy book right there.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't know how to draw back then. You see that art? I mean, they can't draw back then, dude.
That's when they knew how to draw.
No, dude, look at
Hey,
Josh.
But he's kind of right, man. A lot of art today is so realistic. It just looks like a regular picture. You know, a lot of this art is getting away from hand drawing stuff. It just looks so real.
Well, listen though, on that point, if you could have a realistic looking version of Captain America punching Hitler, tell me that wouldn't be the shit.
Yeah.
Like if it looks like an actual photograph of Captain America punching Hitler in the mouth, we'd all be going nuts over it.
Here's my question though to you, James. Where can I get boots like Captain America's wearing right now? Where do those boots exist?
The North Pole.
Hot Topic.
Hot Topic.
Those are military issue. You got to remember that. Those are
Oh
military.
yeah,
issue.
standard military issue. The
I mean,
flap.
from the army, yeah.
Hey, I never said that, dude. Allegedly.
Oh man, this was interesting. Check this out. Did you guys see
I
this?
saw that.
Lots
Yeah.
of blue stripe.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah,
Right,
a
yeah.
lot of people don't realize that you can tell I mean, obviously you can look for the Mark Jeweler variants with the red or blue stripe, but you can also tell, like if you get a bunch of long boxes, and you can tell what era the comics are by the stripes on the top, right? I remember when Jesse first told me that, I was like, oh my God, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah,
it'd be awesome. We were talking about this the other day because we found I'm glad you're here, Josh. We found first they were selling a first appearance of
You're fucking that book.
Right.
I know, dude. It's like mangling it.
Yeah, they were selling a first.
Dude, look at his hands. His hands are covered in schmutz. He's been at it.
Fucking savage, dude.
Look at his hands. Look at these fingers, man. What's he got on
check
there?
this out.
They're all cut up.
He just got done degreasing an engine.
He's got peanut butter on him.
This sold $246, and it's got the original face of Hulk on it.
That's the steal, in my opinion.
Fuck yeah!
I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but yeah, this is the original Herb Trimp cover. You can see Hulk's face, and look at it here. See how different it is?
Yeah.
So that's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
$260.
A lot of those Hulk ones out there, like the what is it, the annual or whatever, where he's holding up the Hulk.
Yeah.
Marie Severin redid the face, but the foreigns have the original face on it. Man, $260. What?
Yeah. $260. Yeah, look at, and that's badass. Look, it's got a frosted flakes. They call them frosties in UK.
Do you have any frosties?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Cheerio.
Frosties.
Yeah. By the way, I think we need to talk about. We're gonna have Matt Nelson hopefully on the show on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday. So I'm gonna be talking foreigns with them, and I'm gonna do everything I can to get Josh and Rob to start doing a foreign show over here, man. We need a foreign show.
You want me to ask a list of specific questions?
If you want us to do it, we'll do it. But I just want to say I am so excited because I just want to listen to Matt Nelson talk about like his experience so far. I've been waiting for this for like over a year, so I am beyond excited that he said that he would come on the show.
Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping Matt has answers to some of the questions. You know what I mean? Like, we got to remember what Matt's the vice president or the CEO or something. What is he now?
Yeah,
vice president.
Yeah,
president.
Yeah.
He's the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely try and get Z and Royable over here every once in a while too would be nice. And just have you guys talk about, you know what you guys should do? Like, even at the very least, just talk about the books that you're going to be putting on your Whatnot sale up, because people would love to hear about those books and then know, like, that gives you content right there. I don't know if you guys have been following Josh and Rob's Whatnot sales. They're crazy. By the way, Rob, I got a name to give you for the giveaway that you gave away. So,
like, do they have a name of the consultant that they are using to help grade some of these foreign books? Because this is like grading the foreign books, like it's not for like an amateur, and there needs to be consideration on like where the books are coming from and the culture and you know, like Josh will tell you books that are coming from Brazil and like just wherever they don't have the culture of the bag and board. So like Josh will tell you like an 8.0 is like a 9.8, you know, and it needs to be considered that way. Like,
well, is that something that CGC needs to consider, or is that just something us as collectors need to? And
I think, honestly, I think
both.
both. I think both. Like, how are you going to grade? Are you going to grade it like a regular book?
Yeah, they didn't change the standards at all. They're grading them exactly like they would grade a book from, you know, here. So,
but they take consideration in Golden Age.
They do,
right? So why wouldn't they take that same consideration?
I mean,
for a book coming up from overseas.
they'll probably take that same consideration, I would hope, with Golden Age foreign books. Like, trust me, I totally agree with you, and I wish that they would have maybe done it a little bit different and understood how, like how hard these books are to get from certain time periods. But I'm cool with it now that at least they came out and said they're going to hold it to the same standards. But in my opinion, that just makes it even crazier, because if you can get a book, just say whatever book from wherever in like a higher grade like that, and they graded it to the same standards as the books over here, that just speaks even more to the kind of condition that book's in. Like, buyers need to be educated on that stuff a lot, because I feel like there's a lot of doubt out there about stuff, and it's like it's not easy. it's really not.
Yeah, I think sellers of graded foreign comics, I mean, I've seen it from when I've looked them up, but a lot of them do pull census data, right?
I pull census data.
Yeah, and I think that's important, because you have to show people like, yeah, this is, it may be an 8.5, but there's only 3 graded higher, stuff like that. Like, that's important.
When I sold my Batman 251 from Brazil, it was an 8.0, and the guy sent me an offer, and he was like, "This is what I'm going to offer you," and I was like, "No way!" Like, I'm like, "This is, you got to understand." I'm like, "This is coming from Brazil, no bags, no boards." I'm like, "You can go on eBay and get a US 8.0 all day long." I'm like, "This book is so incredibly tough to get in this kind of grade," and he literally was just like, "All right," and paid me what I was asking.
I'm sure he probably already knew. He was just
he's just trying to, yeah.
You should have just told him to go sleep with his mom.
That was the same with my, like, all the Spirit Weeklies I have. I think 9 out of the 11 that I have graded currently are highest in census, but they're all 6.0s and 6.5s, But people don't understand that, like, some of that shit's like, it's hard. Some of that stuff's hard, and there's time periods that are hard, and then there's when with foreigns, you've got to talk climate, you've got to talk access to bags and boards and things like that. And yeah, I mean, all of that, getting a super high grade older foreign it's just not a thing.
Yeah.
Like, on most of them, it's just not a thing, which is why I got fascinated by them. I think that part of it's kind of cool. You could have a book that there's only, over here there's 20,000 copies in existence, but there might be a foreign version that there's less than 200.
Yeah, it's like we always talk about the like the Filipino ASM 300, because how many 300s are on the census? Like, isn't it like over 200,000, or what is it? Like,
it's over 20,000.
20,000. There's over 20,000 copies, but we know of like 35 Filipino ASM 300s that exist. Like, so it's pretty wild.
I think it's cool. Have you? Do they have the census up for the foreign stuff already?
If you know, like, if there's a certain one you want to look up, you can look it up. If you just look it up by like its English title.
Yeah.
So they just mix them in, the foreign titles. They just mix them in with the American titles.
So if some of the stuff that they're doing will stay like its title from that country, so I'm assuming you would have to know what that title was to look it up. But if you went to like CGC census right now and typed in Amazing Spider-Man 300, it pops up like a list like this, because they have like, the US and then the US reprints, and then they have all the different individual countries listed where you can just click for that country.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Wait,
I can't wait for that.
Isn't that what they did, the reorganization of the label? Like, so it has like on CGC, it puts like, if it's Amazing Spider-Man 300, that's the first line, and then it says the actual foreign title, and then
it's gonna if they can, from my understanding is, if they can label it what the book actually is, that's how they're gonna label it. There's some books, that are just too out there, like books that have, like 3 or 4 different stories from like different comic books. Like, how do you label that, like whatever the cover is? So that would still have to stay the same. And then they for some reason they decided to leave the Disney books as their foreign titles. So
Well, they're gonna have to get together on that and probably figure out a baseline then, because I'm sure it's gonna once it's out now and people have seen it. I mean, all the foreign collectors. I mean, they're gonna start flooding CGC. I'm assuming, right?
not necessarily. There's,
No?
I mean, like I said last time, CBCS has been grading foreigns for quite some time now, and a lot of people use CBCS because they had a guy working for them that used to be huge in the foreign community, still is, like everybody knows who he is, and he was their database. Like when they got a book, he was the one telling them like this is everything that it needs to be labeled. So a lot of people use CBCS, but I mean there will be more people, I'm assuming, that'll start using CGC possibly. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
PGX will grade your foreigns.
Yeah.
It may
That would
not be
actually be
from
re-
the
that would
right
be-
country, that they put on there. But
That would actually be really funny. I kind of want to send them a foreign book now just to see what happens.
Country, I don't know because I don't read that language.
I only read English. I don't know.
What's funny? Speaking of CGC, I wonder when they're going to do Star Wars labels, because I truly think that levels up a book. Like if you do a Miles label on a Miles book, it makes it a lot more attractive for a buyer. Can you imagine having like an Obi-Wan or Luke or a Vader label and what that would do?
Yeah, a Boba label on his first appearance.
Oh man,
it'd be so good.
Have they never done a Star Wars label?
I don't believe so.
I'm sure it's a licensing issue, but like,
yeah, that's
I'd
shocking.
I'd be out getting on top of that if I was CGC.
It's probably pretty expensive though to get that image license.
Sure. Well, I think they would
for
recoup it very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you could sell those. You could do those custom labels a little bit more, I think, even, and people would still get them. I know our Ultimate Fallout 4s that we did. So we did the Miles labels on those, and when our first one sold, it sold for, there was a 9.8 that had sold a couple hours before ours, and ours ended up selling for $180, I think like $186 more.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like people pay more for those. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it looks clean on that book. That's one of those books that it looks really, really good on, because it's not the same image. I think that's the big thing. Like the Giant Size X-Men with the Giant Size X-Men label looks ridiculous, but when they've got this badass label of the character on the book, I think it definitely adds secondary market value.
Yeah. All right. I wanted to show Sam something that was kind of cool. Check this out. Did you see this, Sam?
Let's see.
Zion Williamson shows off personalized illustration by Naruto
He
creator.
doesn't wear a jersey.
Huh?
I'm just making a joke out that he hasn't played this season.
Yeah, he said Zion doesn't wear a jersey.
Yeah. There you go. This is kind of interesting. Kind of cool to see this shit. Are you kidding me? Where is this? There we go.
There we go. Oh, it's him.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That's really cool.
So, yay, I don't have to play basketball and I get paid. Badass.
Think he's going to get traded to the Knicks?
The gifts you get when you're famous.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I come on this show. I'm hoping one of these days somebody will send me a cool gift.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Some guy that sent me Adam Cathon, shout out Adam. Like he sent me this original art. He put keep it red. So I kind of want to frame it, man.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, and he wrote me a nice letter saying like he appreciated me because I wasn't gonna take his submission, but he said please, and I was like okay, and then
he was
let
on
me
the
know
same
that
list
he's
that
getting
I'm
back
on.
into art. He's getting back into art, and I said, man, you should. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Check out this cool picture, dude, that Jim Steranko put up. That's kind of a cool picture. 2 OGs. These guys would tell you the craziest stories, man. That's cool.
Can you imagine what 30 years of convention stories sounds like,
bro?
Some of these OG guys.
That's what I want to do. That is one of the things that I want to be part of. I want to be part of, like, hanging out at the hotel bar with these guys and hearing the stories, just being there and listening. You know what I mean? Like a fly on a wall.
Right. And,
just gotta
I
go
told
to-
Stan Lee
gotta
that he
go buy
could
him
go
drinks.
fuck himself.
Yeah.
and I punked Stan Lee and made him cry.
Dude,
Yeah,
Space
that's
is
cool.
going to send you an Amber turd, but it might not be from Amber.
Come on, man.
I heard
I know.
Steranko has some crazy stories though. Like, and he takes his time with each fan that he meets. I haven't met
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he's badass, dude. He's the last guy that I think that will give you those crazy stories. I don't know of anybody else who will give you those crazy stories. So that's kind of a bummer. The old guard is passing quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sad, man. They're dropping, and it sucks.
Yeah, because it just means we're getting older.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's
Not me. I'm in my prime.
Yeah.
And that's the show, everyone.
Wah, wah, wah.
And on a high note,
Yeah. Wow.
Does
Look
James
at
have any
this. Yeah.
pickups?
Hmm?
Do you have
Huh?
any?
Me?
I was to see if anybody else had pickups.
I've got pickups.
Yeah, we can get into pickups.
If we're
All
at
the
that point.
pickups.
Yeah, because it'll give me a. I'm gonna go. Kyle, you take over the cameras. I'm gonna go fill up.
you're going to go drop a grumpy.
Yeah.
An Amber turd.
An Amber turd. I got some cool pickups. I got this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 19 from Josh at International Comics on Whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah, I also won
If only he was here to tell him thank you.
Yeah. I also won in his giveaway because he does some really awesome giveaways every show. I won a Invincible 2 variant from him that we then I told myself I was going to keep it, and that did not happen. So it is gone. Has a new owner yet again.
Nice.
I got 2 copies of All New Spider-Man 5.
Oh, nice.
I should have 3, but the person that sent the third one didn't actually send it. And then Black Panther 19, which, if y'all don't know about this book, I'm not going to be the one to educate you about it, but pay attention to it. I'm going to say that because I'm still buying tons of copies of it. And Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme 1.
Nice.
Avengers 9. Web of Spider-Man 32.
It's always good to pick up.
Ultimate's Last Stand 3.
Nice.
Yeah. This is the I don't remember what this book is.
Damn
It's Spiders 1, but I think it's Spiders 1, yeah. And then Avengers 35.
Mm-hmm.
These are all Whatnot purchases, by the way, up to this point. Vault of Spiders 2. And then Mel sent me these awesome Garbage Pail sketch covers
Oh, nice.
Nice.
that I'm sending to a Garbage Pail artist to do sketches on.
That would be
Nice.
the perfect Amber turd cover.
Right? We're talking to a specific artist about doing a variant for us. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to send him these. Secret History of War on Weed. Ratio.
Nice.
We got these sweet Hive Comics books.
Lucky.
Yeah, right. And then Twig. I have these. Nobody has these yet. That's the cool thing about them. Like, literally nobody has these because I haven't mailed them yet. Last run.
Oh, yeah.
And the coolest thing I got, I mean, last run was pretty cool. The coolest thing I got was, hold on, I got it hanging on the wall. Alessandro Miceli, who we've used for a couple of covers. Really nice dude. I still talk to him all the time. But he's been doing a lot more superhero stuff. He's got really cool indie superhero related cover coming out, and he showed it off to me, and it's amazing. It's not ours, but when it comes out, I'll show you guys. But he's been doing a lot of sketches and like artwork and selling a bunch of really cool pieces. And so he put this one up, and I hit him up and said, I'm interested. Like, I'm a buyer on that. And he goes, nah, just send me your address. So this was a gift from Alessandro Miceli, and it's fucking amazing.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Sick. Yeah. I told him, I'm like, dude, that should be a cover. I'm like, you killed that. So that was pretty cool. And then my non-comic book pickup this week was Run the Jewels, self-titled album, first pressing.
Nice.
So, found that at the record store, along with a couple other things, and went to throw a record on, and my record player caught on fire. So I haven't listened to any of them yet.
Wow.
And that's what should happen to all record players.
It's
I love
a
my record
ridiculous notion. I was laughing on my way back from the record store. I'm like, I just spent $100 to buy low audio quality versions of albums I already have downloaded on my phone. Like, it's a ridiculous notion, but I don't know. I like it.
No way, man. Better sound quality on records all day.
No way.
No, different sound quality. Different sound quality.
It's different.
Definitely
It's
not
different.
better. It is better. Or it's different. What kind of record player are you listening to?
Yeah.
Clean that, replace that.
Sounds like it's just a permanent marker attached.
Sounds like Bill Cosby's picture pages. You remember that?
Yeah, those are my pickups.
The way they record things, and you're gonna dub it down with a fucking record.
It's
Okay.
closer to live music than anything. It sounds less studio recorded, but I don't know if that's I don't know.
I only listen to it on vinyl.
I don't know if that's how you would sell listening to records. You're like, hey, it sounds so shitty. It sounds like live music.
That should be the catchphrase. Sounds so shitty, it's like listening to live music. That's
Like listening to live music in a crowded venue.
Anybody else have pickups? You got pickups?
I
Josh?
do.
Yeah,
What did you do?
redhead can go.
Yeah, so I can go to bed. Okay, so I was digging at my half price books, and I found like a unicorn. I found Captain America 25, and it's from the Austin Comic Con, and it's super fucking rare. So I thought it's a Tedesco variant, and he's pretty badass.
All day.
Yeah, that's
Right?
awesome.
So that's the first Sam Wilson cap at the end. And then I found this other variant. It's a pretty scarce variant, number 3. I couldn't tell who the artist. Any of you guys know who did that art, Aaron?
I'm not sure.
Somebody's
Okay.
sad. It's very sad.
He's pretty upset.
He's sad.
Pretty upset. And then I found a cool one. You guys, and I was telling Brian about this the other day. So, like, you guys have seen Independence Day, right?
Sure.
Okay. So, like,
Welcome to Earth.
so Independence Day 0, I never realized this, but this was like a prequel to the movie. And it has like Russell Case when he was talking about getting abducted by aliens.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you him getting abducted by the aliens. And
That's
then
It doesn't
it
show
shows
the does it?
yeah, it shows the fight that before he became the president with Jeff Goldblum, and he knocks him out.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows that all the stuff, the backstory that you see in the movie, it shows it all in this book. So I thought that was pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
So
That is pretty cool.
Russell Case, sir. Yeah. Up yours.
Dude, that's such spot on impression. You're really good at that.
Thank you, man.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
And then I picked up a couple of Adam Hughes. I love this cover. Mama.
Nice.
Mama. Double Mama.
Ding dong.
So they were like that, so I got charged for one.
Nice.
Even better.
No, it happens. And then I don't know if you guys remember. I love the art on this, The Last Witch, but this was a one per store variant. It was a mini series that came out by Boombox or Boom or whatever. Boombox.
It came out by Record Player.
Yeah. I found a lock and key retailer incentive. So
Nice.
picked that up. And then they had these Iron Man variants, so I just picked them all up for $1. And then
Can't beat that.
it was funny too. Like I put them in a long box, but I picked up a whole bunch of Silver Age books and some Golden Age Disney. And like I hit up Aaron, I said, dude, they charge like if the book was 10 cents, they charged me 5 cents, bro. I have the fucking receipt, dude. And I'm just watching this guy ring me up. So they had it in the bin, half price. So I took out a rack of all these Silver Age like Scooby-Doo's and all Mighty Mouse, and just like they're like $30-$40 books. And so I took the whole stack up there, and the guy's like, if it says 12 cents, he's putting 6 cents. And I've got a copy of the receipt. I think I paid $7 for like 50 books, 60 books, bro. And I'm like, dude, am I going to get out of here? Like, I couldn't get out of that fucking store fast enough, bro.
Please, nobody walk up and look.
No, I gotta laminate that receipt because like shit happens, bro. Like, and I'm just looking at the guy and he's typing in 6 cents.
That's
like,
wild.
Dude, bro, you're gonna get so fucking fired, bro.
Someone
just
from
hoping
that
a
store
manager
is
just
like
walk up.
watching.
I'm like, oh my god, if I had a Amazing Fantasy 15, that motherfucker would have charged me 6 cents, dude. And then can you imagine that story? Yeah, I picked this Ace. This is my pickup. I picked up first appearance of Spider-Man. I got it for 6 cents. Oh my god, dude. But yeah, that I think it's on the Brian's chat room or whatever. I took a picture of the whole fucking receipt. 6 and 5 cents. 6 and 5. I think I may have overpaid for a couple of books, but I'm pretty happy.
We don't need Steranko tails. We've got Red Hood tails, man.
Yeah, right.
I want to shop at your half price books.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, like you got to get so lucky, man. It's slim pickings, dude, but like when they have something, it's like it sometimes like incredible stuff, like just really scarce. Like I'll find like autograph stuff, and like I picked up a cap, not the issue before the Winter Soldier or whatever, but Brubaker signed it, and I was like, what the fuck? It's just like you'll run into like wives like selling their husband's comic collection or some shit like that. It's just like, so you got to go in there every other day. Like if you go in there every other day, you'll find like badass magazines, like with like I found LeBron's first Sports Illustrated, and like you'll get $100 for that all day long, even with the label. Like, I mean, it's
$1.50.
Yeah, dude, they were $1. $1. Like, and you'll find like what I always look for is like cool. I found the first Star Wars Rolling Stone in there for like $1. Like you just gotta hunt, and look for collectible stuff. Like, but like I found the first Thrawn Matina at half price books. Like,
Wow.
and I was like, and like, and I've told the story. I didn't let the checker touch the book. I said, I'm gonna hold it right here. It's half of that. I'm gonna hold it in my hand. Like, hurry up. And like I'm trying to like hurry up, and I couldn't get out of there fast enough, and I'm holding the book as I'm driving. You know what I mean? That shit came back in 98 and is set the mark. I sold it for $3,600 last year. So
Damn.
so yeah, so like if you, that's what it still pays to dig, man. I mean, you just like there's two kinds of digging, right? There's the digital digging that, you know, you go online and you look on eBay or whatever, but like, you know, I was talking to Phil today, man. He goes into these mom and pop comic shops, and man, they don't look at eBay or anything, man. They just want to sell their books, and you can make a killing, but you gotta spend the time.
What do you do? What do you do when you burn out though? Like I burnt out on digging. I can't bring myself to do it anymore. Even at Emerald City, like I got to the point where I was just looking at wall books. I wasn't digging. I dig through a couple of long boxes, and I'm like, I can't do this shit.
The only time I get like burnt out is like if I see somebody I know and they want to fucking talk to me when I'm concentrating. And I go like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, dude, but this is like from serious fucking shit. And you like, I always get paranoid that I'm going to skip over some like a Saga retailer incentive or some shit like that, you know? And it's just like, that's the only thing. And I guess because I'm so paranoid that there could be like some kind of like treasure that I'm going to miss out on. Cause I pass by the half price books on my, after I get out of work. So I'm passing by it, and there'll be times where like, fuck it, I'm going to turn in there. You know what I mean? And sometimes like I don't find anything, but like when I do, it makes it so fucking worth it, man. Like, and it's cathartic for me too. Yeah. Like, you know, like after a long day of bullshit, you know, just going in there and thumbing through back issues, like it's quiet in there like a library. So it's pretty cathartic, you know. It's kind of like just a way to calm down, you know. And yeah, but yeah, you can't get burnt out. But like if you're doing it at a con, that's the toughest place to like be. Like I remember I was in Baltimore and I was telling Aaron, like there was a guy like breathing over me, man. And it was like, fuck, bro, like give me some fucking space. You want to look at the fucking box here, dude? Fuck, you know. Like you need space. You don't have space at a con. Like people just like I buy. So like I thought I was psycho. I was asking Mercenot like what I do when I start pulling books from digging. I turned the book upside down because I don't want anybody peeping at my shit. Like always picking up some Miles. Like if I see Miles, I'm going to take it because he's picking them up. You know, I don't want people knowing what I'm picking up.
That's how I play Clue too. I always keep my board turned over so people can't see what I've got.
But yeah, you know, I tell people don't, you know, because there's heat out there, man. You know, just the randomness at like these half price books or like some of your LCS, like they don't know that they accidentally put a 1 in 50 in the back issue bin, and you know, like that's what makes it worth it when you're digging. You know,
just don't here in Phoenix.
Just don't go throw it in the owner's face. I got you. You had this 1 in 50 in there, and I fucked you good. You know, it's like you don't want to do that.
But I think that's my problem. Is like there's not a lot of LCSs around me, and I've seen it all. Like I've been through it all. Like, you know, I know even today, if some book were to like jump, I probably remember whether or not they have copies. You know, it's gotten to that point, but. And not only that, like when he gets new stuff in, he lets me and Jonathan know. He's like, hey, do you guys want to take a look at these before I put them out on the floor? So it's gotten to the point where like I don't dig locally anymore. And like you said, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why I'm burnt out. It's just because cons are a little overwhelming to dig at.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys. All right. This is a callback to Deal or Flipside days, right? Whatnot put out a Instagram post. It says this or that. And it has an Ultimate Fallout 9.8 Djurjevic variant or an Amazing Fantasy 15 2.0. You've got 30K. You've got 30K. Which one you buying?
I'm pretty sure I had this comparison as well.
Did you? Probably did.
I probably did. I mean, I did put up the Djurjevic variant up there quite a few times, a handful of times, but I want to say we had this discussion, but I'm always down to have it. It's fun.
You know how you could look at this? Would you buy a classic home, like older house, but like it's old, right? Versus a brand new state of the art house with like great kitchen and everything like that. Like that's how you got to look at it. You know, they're both worth the same, right? They've been appraised the same. Like, what do you think your wife would want? She wants the state of the art kitchen and the touch digital fridge and all that, man. I mean,
Dude, Ryan, I bet you Deftones just came here 2 days ago, and I heard they killed it here.
Still sound better on record.
No, sir, that's an
Of
incorrect
course,
statement.
I agree. I'll be honest, man. I've seen the Deftones so many times, and I've only seen them twice when they sounded good. So, Chino.
So is that your answer to the question? Deftones
Yes.
versus
AF-15?
Yeah.
I would take the AF-15.
Oh,
My kid would say ABC Nissan is always a better choice.
man, you got to go Ultimate Fallout, right?
Are you
I mean,
serious?
9.8s are
No.
Hey, no way.
No way, dude.
fuck yeah,
The
dude.
classic.
Dude,
No.
you haven't even seen how expensive that book is going to get. Like AF-15s, like they're like it's already like at its peak. You haven't even seen a live action Miles yet. When that happens, that book is going to be $100,000 book. That's the reality of it. That book's not going to come down.
Yeah, but
Like-
what's a AF 2.0 go for?
30
grand.
grand.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh,
I think growth for growth. I think Red Hood's right. I think that Ultimate
Yeah.
Fallout. I
love it.
think for growth, but I think what you do is when that does peak, you sell it and you buy a 2.5 or a 3.0 of the AF-15.
mhm.
If you're holding a book for long term, if this is going to be something that's in your collection and never leaving, I think you go the AF-15.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you're talking investment, dude, that Ultimate Fallout 4, man, that thing's. And we've been burnt, dude. Me and Jonathan almost bought a 9.4 for like 4,500. I want to say, probably not even 6 or 8 months ago. And it looked like we pulled up grader's notes on it and everything, and it sounded pressable to at least a 9.6. And we didn't pull the trigger, and it disappeared quick. I mean, it disappeared real quick. But
That AF-15, they're like, just looking at it, doesn't look like you could get anything higher. It's got that
No.
chip on the top.
it is what it
and-
is.
Dude.
That's a 2.0, and it's going to be a 2.0.
And there's a lot of those Ultimate Fallout for 9.8 Drzevic variants, not 9.8s, but Drzevic variants.
Yeah.
I know multiple guys that have 5+ of the 9.8s.
Sure.
I know a dude that probably had 20 raw copies.
Mhm.
And Chungy's right, man. Chung knows the same guys I know, and he remembers seeing pictures. I remember seeing pictures. Trey K would put up pics of his pressing room, and there'd be like 5 stacks of Ultimate Fallout 4 9.8s just sitting there unbagged and unboarded, because Chung was right. They were finding these at Five Belows in the packs they were putting together. It was crazy.
I'm just saying, like if you did a show on auction, like which one would you get the most value for, right?
Yeah.
Oh, for
That's
the
Man,
it might
like
be-
if you do an announcement that I'm doing an auction for like a Djurdjevic 9.8 versus Amazing Fantasy 2.0, man, just a 9.8. When you have a 9.8, you command a huge premium. Versus now, if that AF-15 is like a 5, well, okay, that's where I feel like it's a good compare. A 2.0, man, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just. I mean, this is a tough one. I mean, like I say that, but if like I'm at a shop and I have both these books in front of me, like I'm a huge Spidey guy. I don't have an AF-15. I may be thinking one thing today, and then at the shop I'm looking at it, man, I may never get my hands on an AF-15. That's my grail.
And that's
Fuck
it right there. That's
Right?
the
So-
bottom line of it right there.
That's why this is always going to be a great conversation, because they're both fucking badass books. I mean,
And you know what? I agree 1,000% with you. The heart in me wants the AF-15. The smarts in me
Mhm.
thinks that Ultimate Fallout 4 is already a 50K book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
The
yeah,
only-
I mean, but that's what you have to ask yourself, right? are you buying this as a collector or are you buying it as a flipper?
So you're
Exactly.
buying the Amazing Fantasy 15 as a collector,
And you're
buying
flipping the
and you're
ultimate
flip-
Fallout 4.
That's what's happening.
Do you know how many books I have in my collection with the intention of flipping them, but I love them so much that they're still in my collection?
Yeah,
All
we
of them.
all know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna double my money.
Just like
You know what I
saying,
mean?
I'm gonna
And
sell all
I
my
still
books
have it,
about
and now I'm
yeah.
not gonna part with some of the stuff, you know, because
Yeah.
now I see that nobody has them, you know.
The only UF4 that interests me is the newsstand. I'm just gonna say it. Like that's the only one that I would ever consider buying.
Yeah.
What does
You
that
never-
go for? Oh, just
It
the
goes for-
newsstand on the cover A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's you never see that.
No.
What at a con, a raw copy sold for like 1,500?
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
Phil
that?
said 12.
Was it 12? Okay, I couldn't
Yeah, and
remember.
I
if it
was
12
like,
or 15.
I was like, oh my god, I would have bought 5 of those at that price.
That's
Like that
super
book,
fucking
that
cheap.
the newsstand should be worth more than that Jurjevic. I don't care. Like I've seen tons of those Jurjevics, but the newsstands rarely ever pop up.
Dude, have you seen a drink? Have you guys want to see something really, really sad? I mean, this is like, you probably should say no, but this is actually kind of crazy. Check this shit out. Let me show you this shit.
Best scams
I think I have to do this one.
So this is the site, right?
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm dead.
I'm ready for you to be dead, Chadwick.
But I am. I'm dead.
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm dead.
I'm ready for you to be dead, Chadwick.
But I am. I'm dead.
That's crazy, dude.
Dude, that
That's
came out so
crazy.
long ago.
But that's crazy because he's sick at that time. You could see it in him.
Yeah, he was going through
said that.
chemo. He was ate up.
Yeah, man. And you could just see it on the look on his face. He's kind of like, yeah, they think I'm. You could tell he's like, man, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that
We had
that
a-
shit still pisses. I mean, it's just seared, and he was my favorite Marvel character, man.
Yeah, dude. And I remember that movie coming out and having such a strong reaction with everybody. Everybody that saw it was like, that is amazing. That was probably the one of the craziest things for having a person die that was famous, that I don't know, that really hit me the most,
Mhm.
That one was crazy. That
Yeah,
one
it
just-
was like Kobe, then Chadwick, right around the same time. I was just like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah, that shit's really sad. I just couldn't believe that. I saw that the other day.
Oh, you barely saw that? Like I seen, that's
I've never
sad,
seen that.
man.
That's the
I've
first time I've
never
ever
seen
seen it
that.
was tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chadwick had so much grace that he didn't bother people. He was very private. He could have milked it, like some people do, that when they're sick and just get all this. Like he didn't want to put that burden on anybody. Just the people close to him knew that he was sick. He kept it very private.
And he just did job after job after job. He's just trying to stay busy.
And if you look at the body of work that he did in such a short period of time, it's just he did James Brown, he played Jackie Robinson, like Black Panther, like just
Adam, basically what we watched was it was a red carpet interview thing with Chadwick Boseman, and it's the interviewer is asking about Black Panther, and it's at the time when the snap happened. So Chadwick Boseman was like, "No, I'm dead," and she's like, "Oh, come on, we know you're not." He's like, "No, I'm dead right now," and you could tell he was going through it at that point. So it was that was hardcore. Another thing that I thought was interesting. Check this out.
So you're an artist? Yeah. Are you good at it?
Four color creations. That's badass, dude.
Yep.
So you're not.
So if you guys don't know, Four Color Creations does these badass 3D wood etchings for comic covers, cards. He sent me one of the Spirit weekly that I'm still trying to find. And he just does a really, really good job. And he's showing an Amazing Spider-Man 316 wood etching. You guys can find his stuff over on Etsy, but this just blew me away. Looks really, really good. Shows kind of how he does it. He also shows like he has a badass machine to do all kinds of stuff. It's pretty
that
dope.
one Solo Wookie showed off was pretty cool.
Yeah,
seen
Solo
that?
Wookie got
That was
one.
wild.
That company that does those foil posters, like they take a like a poster and they'll foilize it like it's just metal. They'll make a metal like poster out of your poster or photograph.
Yeah, and it goes on your wall with a magnet.
Yeah,
I know what you're
man.
talking about. Yeah, those things are cool. Yeah, you can get they'll sponsor. We need to see it. We need to get them to fucking sponsor Modern Comic Mayhem.
Mhm.
All right, real quick, I want to give a shout out to another family member sponsor here. Shout out to Bird City Comics. This is the FOC check, sponsored by Bird City Comics. Some of the books that I thought were really good this week that I said, pick up. This is for May. Was it May 2nd? I think is FOC. But I like this Strange number 3. I love this cover. Check that shit out. This is the A cover, just the regular A cover, but I think that's amazing. So I'm gonna pick that up for sure. There is a Darth Vader cover that's coming out. That is really good too. This one right here. It's the Japanese creator.
Lighting them up.
Yeah. It's the Japanese creator variant. Look how dope that is.
That's badass.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So that's really, really cool. Another quick book, G.I. Joe. This is the Real American Hero 293 cover C, the 1 in 10. And I just like how it has the version 1 Snake Eyes, version 2 Snake Eyes in the back. I wish Don Lopez wasn't there and it was just another version of Snake Eyes, but it's cool. It has the Uzi, it has the swords, it has the visors. It's badass. It's a cool cover.
Looks like Campbell, right?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's who is it? Netho Diaz. Does that sound right? I don't know who this is. It's a 1 in 10 though. It's badass. And then there are 2 sketch cover variants. There's the Department of Truth issue 18 sketch cover variant. This is cover B. It's a blank cover, and I'll pick up a bunch of those. But most importantly, this Gunslinger Spawn all black variant. Buy 10 of them, buy 15 of them, buy 20 of them. Matter of fact, you know what I want to do with these? I want to put it out to all the artists out there. Let's do an artist contest for the all black Spawn sketch covers, and check this shit out. This is the type of stuff that I want to see done. I want it to just pop. I want you to use paint pens. I want you to use whatever and do this type of shit with it. This is Andy Carrion. Look at that.
Wow.
That's the type of stuff I want to see on these Spawn all black variants. I want to see stuff like this. And I know there's badass artists that will do it. We know badass artists that will do it. I keep telling Mel, let's make it the next art thing on Mel's channel. I don't care. Let's just get it done. I would love to see, you know who I'd love to see? I would love to see, was it Ken Lashley? I think it's Ken Lashley. Have you guys seen his art? I would love to see any artist do this stuff. And just find some really cool paint pens and something just to make that shit pop. But yeah, I'd love to see something like this. You know what I mean? And I want to see some really good badass art on those all black covers. all you artists out there. I'm calling out to every single artist, every single one out there. Let's make these pop, because they're gonna do these for all 4 of the Spawn covers. They're gonna do it for this is the second one they're releasing. But man, that green really pops on there, and you could do such cool Spawn sketches on there with the green, the red, those badass paint pens. There's some really good artists in the chat too that I bet you could pull off some crazy stuff. So yeah, go check these out. I believe Bird City has the FOC thing on their page. You guys can go check it out. But yeah, score some of these.
There's a 1 in 100 McFarlane for that Department of Truth.
And
It's
it's
pretty
terrible.
badass. What?
it's
You think it's
garbage.
terrible?
Let me show you. Hold on. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll on this.
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
it too.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
And
I think it's
but
garbage.
I don't think people are gonna order 100 issues, right? Just to get that.
Probably not. I can't
some,
imagine.
Some retailers will, but it's not going to be a lot of them.
Right, exactly. So I don't think it's gonna be heavily ordered because it's so
What
late
is
in
it?
the
What is
run.
that number? 18?
18, yeah. I love that cover. I'm tempted on buying one.
I want to know what the rest of the people in the chat think on this if they haven't seen it. Where is it? There it is.
I'm hoping they shit the bed on secondary market so I can snag one.
Yeah.
So let me put up a poll for this shit.
It's not horrible.
It's not horrible, but it's not the best McFarlane.
No, he kind of phoned it in a little bit.
Yeah, man. This is it's decent.
He copy pasted Philadelphia and then added the Department of Truth touch on it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly, dude.
I just now saw it. But I do like it so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Aaron. Hey, I got
Oh dang, State of Phil t-shirt.
That reminds me, the Hank Hill one. I'm putting an order in on the Hank Hill one.
Yeah, that's the one I
Yeah.
That's one? Yeah, hell
yeah.
It's hilarious, right?
I love it.
Nice.
Let's see what the rest of the people say. Shout out to Jesse James Comics, 2,500 customers today. Wow,
Dude, he had it was like a comics and card show.
Wow.
It was cars, so like you could bring in like vintage cars, new cars, whatever, which was bummed because my car was it's at the mechanic because I was going to take it there and hang out before the show. And he's got some live video of it. It was pretty awesome. Like I was helping promote it in like the VW chats, like people are posting it, and then I was commenting about how it's a must that like Volkswagen people be there to show off their Volkswagens. It was cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
His store, by the way, is one of my meccas. Like I'm gonna get there. I'm trying this year. I want to come down and visit you guys and go see his store. I'm really trying this year.
Here's the crazy thing about Jesse's store, right? And I was telling him the other day this. I remember the first time walking into Jesse's store and being like, what the fuck? Because at the time, he had all these like shelves, bookshelves everywhere, and there would just be stacks of comics. They wouldn't even be in in long boxes, and you would just in these little nooks and crannies, you'd find a bookshelf, and you just find stacks of comics and magazines and all kinds. You would go like find people would hide them. I wonder if Jesse would just tell people, here, go hide this somewhere, because you would find the most amazing stuff, and they would just be stacked on top of each other. But now he's got these freaking pinball machines. He's got this crazy amount of pinball machines, classic arcade games, toys. He's got gamers, TCG, trading card game. Guys coming in every night. He's got a big setup for them. It's crazy, dude. He's got
I remember
a good store.
when he had his old shop, it was a lot smaller than his new shop. Brian, he would, let us know, hey, I got some cool stuff, come and go through it, man. And I remember these card people would flip out on us because we were taking up table space to dig through comics, and they all couldn't sit down to play their card games, and they would like flip out, and we're just trying to dig through comics, and he'd walk into this other little room, and he had this insane statue collection that he got. You remember that?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, dude, it was crazy walking into Jesse's. It still is.
My greatest time ever at Jesse's was when he got that awesome magazine collection and all that stuff from the UK.
Dude, it was insane.
I found a first Tank Girl. I found like 1 through 30 of Captain Britain and like 5 number ones, all with the masks in them. I found the one with the boomerang in it. I found the one with the airplane in it. It was crazy. It was like every cool, and they had been sitting in a warehouse or a locker forever, and you could tell, dude. Like you pick up the boxes and the dust would just fall off of them, and it was just magazines, old school magazines. I found a heavy metal number 1. Oh man, I found so many. I found the first Sienkiewicz art that I found like 3 of those Hulk 13s. Anyways, it was a lot of fun. Here is the poll so far, 22 votes, and it's surprisingly 86% say they like this. Man,
I like it, but not $200 like.
No.
Yeah. Is it 200? Is it going for $200 right now?
It's a 1 in 100, bro.
Yeah, but is it going for $200?
Yeah, someone in chat said that was pre-selling for $200.
Like we get it for $40.
About to go buy all the $100 copies.
Yeah, look at the ear. Look at the ear. Uniform 13 brought that up, and I can never not see it now.
Yeah, but he's not a normal person though. That's like looking at Spock and saying, "Look at his fucking ears."
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're looking at his teeth in that cover and going, "Look at his teeth."
Yeah, it is what it is.
Seriously, though, look at his teeth.
That's funny. All right, real quick, I want to talk about something for Darth Lopez. And this will be my pickup section. So Darth Lopez was talking about some G.I. Joe variants, right? And anytime anybody talks about G.I. Joe variants, he hit me up. He's like, "Hey man, have you seen this one?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen it. It's badass." I love talking about G.I. Joe variants. So I found my G.I. Joe, one of my G.I. Joe variant boxes, and I want to show you guys some cool G.I. Joe variants. This is a dope one. I think that you guys might know of the black with the red foil Cobra. These are hard to find. What book is this? This is you have to clean it every time you touch it.
9.4 fingerprints.
Yeah, exactly. G.I. Joe issue 34. The variant for issue number 34. So all black Cobra foil variant. Now, what I love about these is the same reason I love those Spawn classic covers. I just pick these up anytime I see them. And the reason why is because look how great autographs look on it.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So one of the few times where I'll be like, yeah, let's get some autographs on something. This is the one that Darth Lopez showed, and there's multiple variants of it. This is the one you see the most. This is from Graham Crackers. Graham Crackers did exclusive variants way back in the day, and they did a lot of really cool G.I. Joes. This is G.I. Joe's America's Elite #1, the Captain America homage that we just saw. And that's a tough book to find, but even tougher are the silver foil variants that you can see there. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to pick it up every time I see it. Then one of the toughest books, one of the books I like the most, and that I think I had brought a couple copies here, is the Turner G.I. Joe number 21 from Graham Crackers. This is called the Renegar edition, and beautiful Michael Turner Storm Shadow Snake Eyes cover. This is number 21 from the Devil's Due Image days. Super hard to find in high grade, but even harder to find are the foil variants, and a lot of the foil variants got stamped on there like off-centered, so you get these errors, and it kind of sucks because when you go to grade them, it knocks down the grade, obviously. But here's another tough one. This is an 8.5 I got, and you can see how off they are. It's kind of crazy, but beautiful Michael Turner covers. Let's see here. Then there was Michael Turner did covers for a lot of the Image series. This is one he did, and it's a really cool character. It's called the character called Wraith, and they actually made a G.I. Joe figure like this, where he's see-through like this. It's badass. This is issue 33, cover B, and there's also foil variants of this also.
Coming through with the fire.
Yeah.
So here is the foil variants, and you can get them. This one's signed. He did some of them signed, so it's got the Turner autograph on it.
It's so much better in red, or
I know, right? There's the another foil, another regular. They did a black and white sketch, which is not that cool to me. Got a bunch of those. This right here is a cool one. This is the IDW Volume 2, I think. Issue 3, cover A. It's a dope Snake Eyes cover. And then they do a variant of it with the Virgin variant, which is dope. And then this is a G.I. Joe Origins number 19 Snake Eyes cover that's badass. Joe Benitez, I believe, did this cover, but I got Larry Hama to sign it. So really badass with the blood in the background.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah. Yep. Here's some funny ones. This is old school Grant Morrison. A lot of people don't know about this early Grant Morrison work.
Ooh.
And it's a UK.
Does it have the insert?
I believe so. Yeah, poster intact.
Sick.
Yeah. This is the retailer incentive for when Snake Eyes died. It's pretty badass. Really, really nice Larry Hama cover.
He was a cool dude when we talked to him.
Yeah. This is a dope what is this? FP. I can't remember what FP was, but it's another variant, Greg Horn variant.
Oh, Doc Joe's asking, do you have the Wilkins Snake Eyes variant?
The Wilkins Snake Eyes variant. I might. We'll see. This is, of course, the famous Baroness Adam Hughes cover.
Mm-hmm.
This is the beautiful Del Auto Snake Eyes from Cobra IDW number 0 Cobra Civil War. There's a badass muzzle flash version of this where it's negative, reverse negative. This is a dope one. This is cover 0. It's just the Snake Eyes and it's embossed. It's just his visor with a Cobra symbol on it, which is dope.
Yeah, that's sweet.
This is the action figure version for Storm Shadow. So
Fry went G.I. Joe crazy.
Yeah, dude. Fucking A, man. Here's the Snake Eyes action figure variant too. Adam signed both of those. This is kind of cool. Mike Zeck signed it and Larry Hama. I love how Snake Eyes is in blue.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. This was a good one. Had Larry Hama sign in blue. It didn't pop the way I wanted, but could be better.
Still love that cover.
Yeah, that's my favorite. This is a badass Mike Zeck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Comic-Con.
Yeah, when I got the remark done by Zach, he still had the black and white ones left.
Yeah.
So I grabbed one, and I think my brother grabbed one as well. And then those were his like last two that he ever had. So I was like,
I think you were talking about these the other day, right?
Yeah, someone actually picked it up. I want to say Joe picked. I don't remember which side. It might have been the
21 and 20. This is 20, and then this is 21. So I got them signed by Zek, Blaylock, and Hi-Fi.
Yeah.
Brian Miller. This is another Mike Zek Blaylock cover that I got signed.
That's
dope.
sweet.
Yeah. GI Joe stuff, man, is there's some variants for GI Joe stuff that is like next level tough trying to find and shit. Here's one of the last ones I'll talk about, or a couple of the last ones I'll talk about. I'm glad you're here, Josh. This is the classic version of So Much Fun Inc. distributed by So Much Fun Inc. Number 63. This is a really, really tough Snake Eyes cover. And then, of course, this is the regular Snake Eyes stuff. I got Larry Hama to sign that one. It didn't come out as cool as I wanted, and I got him to sign both of them in yellow.
Yep,
I wish it would have
that's
came out. Yeah, I wish it would have came out a little cooler. But check this one out. Maybe you can tell me where this is from. I thought maybe Canada.
What is it? What's it say up in the box up there? Anything?
It says just Marvel number 21, 95 cents. And then at the bottom, it says Sudine. It looks like French, right?
It looks like French.
Yeah, that might be the French Canadian one. I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, I hear that the French Canadian stuff is really, really tough to get too, right? The Quebec stuff.
Super tough.
Like they don't want to send it out. I think you were telling that story, right? Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna look that up because that's cool. I don't know if that's French Canadian or where.
Yeah. So we'll end it there. And just want to remind everybody, we are going to be doing another foreign weekend whatnot show with Josh and Rob. So that'll be coming up soon. We'll let you know when that happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right. Anybody else got any pickups?
I do. I brought some. I'll go through them. I'll go through them quick. So, I always pick up these whenever I can find them. Aaron knows that I'm crazy about these. I have been stacking Secret Wars #2 books in hopes that we get God Doom when we get to Secret Wars. So there's a second print of #2, and there's a third print that's like a ghost book. I picked up 2 more of these because I heard someone's going to be Prego in the next Spider-Verse animated movie. So picked up 2 of those. I grabbed 2 more of the Monsters Unleashed, the Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur Future Fights. I picked this up from Spain. This is the Dungeons and Dragons #1 that Blue Green. I didn't even know about it until Blue Green bought it up. But this was published before the U.S. Dungeons and Dragons comic book. So I guess this would be your first Dungeons and Dragons book. I went a little Fantastic Four crazy. This is from Spain. I love the different colors.
Badass. Yeah.
Dude, the art on these books is so killer, and I love the different colors that they do Doom in. So I got that one. This is Silver Surfer 3, so it's your first Mephisto from Spain. The art on these is just amazing. Some more Fantastic Four. This Galactus cover is redonkulous.
That Albuquerque cover you showed a couple weeks ago.
That infamous Iron Man.
Can't find it anywhere.
It's a tough book. I've seen 2 pop up on eBay, and I have like a saved search. So whenever they pop up, I just snag
I do now
them.
too.
Yep. So I grabbed this. We got your Spain first She-Hulk. I love this one. I love how they did the black.
Yeah.
And then we got Doom in blue in this one. And
I love the color
then-
variants.
Dude, I love how they do different. I liked this Watcher cover too. I mean, the original art.
Got to
on
give me
these
a second to read it out in a good Mexican wrestling voice. Los Cuatro Fantásticos.
I love this one because
La hora final.
They did him in like a black hood, so the cover's all black except for his face. So there's that one, and then this one, he's in red. They got some red going on. So yeah, that's it from me. I just went a little Spain crazy.
Not bad. Not bad.
Los Cuatro Fantásticos. La hora final.
I have a few books too that I picked
All
up. Yeah, so I picked some of these up a couple weeks ago. I met up with Nate over at Bedrock, and they were having 50% off sale. So, Darth Vader 1. I love these Age of Rebellion covers. If you know me, I pick up Hastings covers whenever I find them. So this is Star Wars 13. It's part of that connecting cover set with, what is it? Darth Vader is a 13 also, and then Vader Down 1. The Darth Vader cover has that really cool afro. Anytime there's RI IDW books, I'll pick them up, especially if they're half off. So this is Star Wars Adventures number 11. Darth Vader 11. I'm pretty sure there's like a couple first appearances in this, right?
That's dope.
Yeah. How about this Darth Vader 16?
Nice.
Nice.
Dirge and Ventress.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just like picking up Ventress covers whenever I can find them. Let's see. Where's this? Then I went to a different location on Saturday, and they had a bunch of the what is it? Once in the Future stories. This is issue 13. The Virgin. Is this the one per store?
It's probably the one per store, yeah. That's what they were doing with once. I collected all the once and futures, and yeah, the Virgins were all the one per stores.
Yeah, I just remember that like 13 and in that time period, like those are like what super low print runs and stuff like that were pretty
super low.
fly. Yeah, and then I found 15, the Virgin. This is issue 21, black and white sketch. And then what else? I don't remember what issue this is, but I'm assuming it's like 22 because it was like, right in order. Then I found this pretty cool Deadpool 26 variant. This is from the Dugan run. When I was with Nate back at the other location, we found this cool G.I. Joe.
That's dope.
SDCC.
Yeah.
So there were 2 copies. He grabbed one for himself, and he handed me the other one because we were like, yeah, we're probably like the only people here looking for G.I. Joe books right now. And then he kept on looking through that behind this, and then there was the unmasked version.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he grabbed that one. So I was like, yeah, you found it. Go for it. I was looking around, and they had this in the Marvel section, or maybe even Generations. And so they had all the different Generations books. So I'm just picking up any Miles books. I figured like, oh, it's on the Miles section. Might as well pick it up. And I was surprised to find this Batman Beyond Neo Joker. This is the 1 in 25. Mm-hmm. But since it was a newer issue, they were only doing, I think, like 10% off or something like that. But then I found the Batman 118 for half off.
Nice.
I thought it was crazy. Brian, did you ever end up getting this?
No, I got not the Virgin. I like the trade, dude.
Oh, okay.
But thank you though, dude.
Yeah, because otherwise I was gonna send it to you.
Yeah, I'll take it, dude. No, send it my way. No, I'm just joking, brother. I'm just joking, brother.
And then to help out my assistant, so her name's Alice. and her parents were like old school rockers. So she was named after Alice Cooper, and so anytime Alice Cooper comes to town, like they always go to the concert. So this is what Marvel Comics number 50, Alice Cooper's first appearance. So I'm gonna give it to her at some point in time for helping me out selling books.
Yeah,
But yep. Yeah, and then I showed on Wednesday the Bee and Puppy Cat I picked up.
Yeah, that was an amazing pickup, dude. I couldn't believe that.
Oh, yeah, so I mean, finding the number 9, the Kickstarter, and the issue 1 second print, like someone just sold their collection. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's who was it? I think Darth Lopez again today posting. He was walking into a Half Price Books, and just reminds me of back in the day when Crook used to just show all of his winnings every Half Price Books he would walk into.
Yeah,
like next level shit, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, anybody else got anything?
I don't have pickups, but I got dodgeball clips.
Oh yeah, I saw the dodgeball
Nice.
clips, bro. I thought they were excellent. Let me bring those up. Put them on your IG, right?
I put the links in the
Gotcha.
Google Doc. This one caused a bit of a debate. The first one caused a bit of a debate on my Instagram.
Let's take a look here.
Okay, so I'm out. I kicked the ball. It didn't hit the ground. I kicked the ball back at the wall. It bounced back to the guy who got hit. He caught it. Should he be out or not? What do you guys think?
No, he shouldn't be out.
No, because it hit the sidewall.
And then you're not in play, so like you kicking it should just like kill the ball, right?
But I would make that a new rule.
Well, so it's a combination of two rules. One, in our league, if you're out, you get to interfere to a certain degree. I don't want people running out into the middle of the court and knocking a ball down or anything like that. That's messed up. But if you're out and you're up against the wall and you interfere, it's okay. Now, granted, I was only touching the wall with my hand.
Yeah, you kind of stepped outside that little box you're in too.
Right. The other rule is, the save rule is, as long as the ball doesn't hit the ground after it hits you, if anybody catches it, you're safe. The thrower's not out, you're not out. Gameplay carries on. So it's an interference resulting in a save. So, in my opinion, it's fine. And everybody else thought it was fine too, except for the guy who threw the ball. And sorry, not the guy who threw the ball. The son of the guy who got saved was upset about it. And then also Brian Needs Coffee was upset about it too. Why would you interfere if you're out? Justin, let me tell you that if you're out, the game can be very boring unless you do interfere. So we allow interference just like the WWE allows people to get hit with chairs. Okay.
So what's the box on the ground that you're standing in? What's the
that's just a let's go back just one sec. That's just a racquetball court box. I don't know what they use it for. I think that's the server's box in racquetball.
Oh, okay. You don't use that for like where you have to stand when you're out?
No.
I would think
you just have to stand on your side of the court. You can't go to the other side of the court. And if you interfere, you have to be against the wall. You have to touch the wall when you interfere.
If I was going to say, if you wanted to like solidify a rule, you just make it to where you have to have at least like a hand or a foot touching the wall when you interfere, right?
Yeah, that is the rule. You have to be touching the wall, but
okay,
it's loosely enforced.
Well,
this is how we enforce it. Is by
you weren't touching the wall there, bud.
Well, when I kicked the ball, my hand was against the wall.
I don't know. Not from this camera.
I don't know. We might need a replay of that.
Yeah, we need a replay on that.
So,
yeah,
you're not touching the wall. No.
It's hard to see from this angle, but I was touching it.
No, it's pretty good to see.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, Amber Heard's attorney.
Okay, so in this one, the rule that applies is that the ball can be caught or saved until it hits the ground. Okay, so that ball hit me. It was up in the air. Before it hit the ground, I hit him too, and the ball I threw hit the ground, and the ball that hit me hit the ground. I was getting really bouncy. I'm like super bouncy for some reason. So here comes the ball, hits me, it's up in the air, I hit him, double out. What do you think of that?
Why is it a double out?
Because I got hit, and before the ball hit the ground, before the ball that hit me hit the ground, I hit him with another ball.
Hold on here.
So the yellow ball hits me.
Yeah, but didn't you hit it with the ball?
No, it got the back of my hand.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the ball's still in play till it hits the ground, so
right.
Yeah, so he'd be out before you were out.
Well, since we were both hit by live balls, we're both out, and it's a draw, so we have to replay the round.
That's fucking great, dude. I love how you guys got video. Let's go to the replay.
I would agree that that's a draw.
Yeah, right. Let's go to the replay, you guys. You guys need to do it like they do it in basketball too, right? Did you guys see
Well,
that?
yeah. I mean, it's a live stream, so it's just really tough to just stop the stream, and then we all stand around, and then everyone else has to wait for us to finish reviewing the film, and yeah, it's dumb. So yeah, if the Amazing with Brian McClay wants to sponsor officials and instant replay cams, yeah, that'd be great. I would love that.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
you
I
got
got
a guy
one
that was
more
doing
clip
it,
for you
right?
guys, and this one is just pure.
Is it one of these ones down here?
Yeah, let's see. It is that one. Yep, it's that. No,
This
the
one right
first
here?
one. Yep, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's not it. Sorry, it's the middle one. Yeah. All right, little kid, big kid. Little kid misses, and right in the face. That's just classic. Classic big kid hitting a little kid in the face.
That's funny, man. That's great. That happens every night, multiple times.
Starting with the commissioner.
Okay, yeah. First off, I want to shout out this bald guy with the tattoos. His name's Ted. I still have never seen Ted take any water during the water break. He only smokes cigarettes.
He doesn't want to weigh himself down with the extra water. He's got to stay light on his toes.
Yeah, so that's the only performance enhancing drug that we've got so far is nicotine.
I mean, that is a stimulant, right?
Yeah, it is a stimulant.
Keeps
Better
them laser
outlaw.
focused.
Yeah, dude, that's badass. That's awesome, dude.
Oh, this sucks. It really, really sucks.
That's good shit. You guys go sub up to Triple D Dodgeball. You guys can find it in the link tree. What do you guys get going on with Thresholds?
Tomorrow we are looking at cults.
Ooh,
looking at some wacko cults. You guys, we're going to talk a little bit about this, but you ever thought about the reason why cults have such outlandish beliefs? You ever think about that?
Yeah, lots of drugs and crazy dudes.
It's not it.
I live in Utah, the land of the cult. So
It's the same reason Nigerian prince scams sound so crazy. It's because in order to get the truly gullible, they have to give an outlandish claim. Otherwise, people will get wise to it at some point, and then they've wasted all their time on somebody who's not going to pay them any money.
Yeah, man.
We
I
actually
don't know.
found
man.
articles on that.
So the outlandish beliefs actually weed out all of the people who aren't going to buy into it.
It weeds out the smart people.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of suckers out there.
That's why they
Do
do
you
it.
guys- question: are you guys live stream Thresholds?
Yeah.
No shit. Okay, I just subscribed. I've been.
Yeah,
meaning
we'd love to have people come and ask questions and chat, especially when we've got interviews going on. We don't always get all of the angles that people really want us to get to on these interviews, but we do try to cover a lot of ground. And so if the viewers come in, especially if we're like talking to a psychic or something, you have a question, those are always great, and we'd love to run them by the guests. And then on our kind of explorations of different topics, we love to hear the stories that you have about all of the crazy stuff. So don't be shy. Tune in live. We'll post. Kyle, what time are we going to be live tomorrow? Do you know? 3 Arizona time?
Yeah, probably right around there, yeah.
Yeah. 3 p.m. Arizona time.
I love watching just because like y'all keep on coming up with like track title names for the band. So
Yeah.
or
What was the
album
last one? It was
Conduit to
Serpents
Hell.
of Hell or something?
Conduit to Hell.
Conduit to Hell. That's what it was.
Yeah. So I'm still waiting to hear back from the band if we can use that track title or not, but I'm hoping so, or at least an EP title or something.
Dude, it's such an awesome name.
I know.
Coming up next, Conduit to Hell. give them applause, you know.
Yeah. This is what you need to do, Sam, whenever you get enough money to have what do they call that? The referees go look at the tape. Instant replay. Did you see this?
Yeah.
This happened at a game recently.
Is this on the jump ball?
He's going to tell what the instant replay, ruling is.
After reviewing the play, the common foul stands as full.
Camera there. He was just taking a little.
The way he looks at that lady, dude, is like, what the fuck are you doing?
This is the same ref who cracks up at the jump ball because the guy is like pump faking at the jump ball.
Yep.
After reviewing the play, the common foul stands as called.
Bill was on camera there. He was just taking a little airtime.
Dude, shout out to CP3 for that fucking
14 by 14, 14 to 14.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
His old
So-
ass fucking went to it.
Yeah.
James, you a Jazz fan?
No, they fucking suck.
They're just good enough to disappoint their fans every year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. You hear about the Dodgers pitcher?
Yeah, that's bullshit. Can we talk about that for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm down.
Do you guys follow? Does everybody follow what's going on with Trevor Bauer?
Just tell the viewers.
So
I have
Trevor,
no idea who that is.
Trevor Bauer is a pitcher for the Dodgers that won the Cy Young 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And he signed a $100 million deal with the Dodgers, and a chick that he was seeing brought charges against him for abuse and sexual assault. And I can't remember if it was rape, but it was something like
it was. I can't remember how they worded it. It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't rape. It was
sexual assault,
forced sexual conduct, something
rough
like
sex,
that. Yeah.
something like that. And so everybody started, throwing his name around, and he just took a lot of shit. And then the texts started coming out between them, and you could tell the chick was into it. And he kept on asking the chick, like, "Hey, are you sure you're cool with this?" And she's like, "I love it. This is what I'm into, this and that." And so I can't remember. I think they tried to bring charges on him, and it got thrown out. The judge basically threw it out because you could tell she was okay with it. He asked her if she was okay with it. all that type of stuff. He set boundaries.
Or she was baiting him into a lawsuit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was his safe word pineapple?
Great question.
Cinnamon. It's always cinnamon.
But he got suspended for basically 2 seasons.
You're kidding.
By Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Yep. Screwed, man. And he's actually out here in Phoenix. He has his own YouTube channel that he does shit on. That's amazing. If you're a baseball fan, it's a lot of fun. But it's sad because now the guy is, the baseball is taking away a lot of money from him. He's going to lose at least $60 million, they're saying.
Well, it's not just that. Like you don't sit out for 2 years and come back the way you were. And it's up to this point. At this point, it's unsubstantiated claims. But he said they're fighting it. Like him and his legal team. He's like, I won't get into details, but me and my legal team are fighting it, and I don't think this will stay. And it's, if it comes to light that it legitimately was what it was, or what she says it was, then yeah, fuck him. He's a horrible human being, and get him out of the league. But from everything that looks like up to this point, dude, he's getting fucking railroaded, and it's bad. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad is what it is.
It's really bad, dude. Two-year ban may end Trevor Bauer's career.
Yeah. It would end his career. I mean,
yeah. Crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, here it is right here. Trevor Bauer suspended, record 2 seasons. And these, I guess she made these pictures up, or I don't know about the pictures or anything, but he put out a saying in the strongest possible terms, I deny committing any violation of the league's domestic violence and sexual assault policy. I'm appealing this action and expect to prevail as we have throughout this process. My representatives and I respect the confidentiality of the proceedings. And it was weird because he actually he does like a daily vlog on his channel, and it showed him going to he went to Washington to talk to lawyers and shit. And he's still trying to get ready for the season, but he's like, he's getting, he's pitching, daily pitching ready, but he can't do it because he's not on a team. So he's just working on his own. He's showing how he does it. But man, that would suck to go and just find out it could be all over.
At this point, he's only guilty. At this point, he's only guilty in the eyes of Major League Baseball. As far as the eyes of the law are concerned, the case was thrown out, and there wasn't enough to substantiate the claims. It's insane that Major League Baseball, I mean, they could ruin his career when there's no legal reason to.
I got an idea. Great idea. He hires Johnny Depp to narrate a Dateline NBC. It's just them reading the text messages back and forth. Johnny does both voices.
Well, you know what? We are 3 hours and 16 minutes into it, and you guys talking about safe words reminded me of one of my favorite all-time things I've ever heard, and I'm going to share with everybody as we get ready to end the show. So make sure to subscribe, you guys. Check the links in the descriptions for all these guys. Go check out all their sites. Shout out to all our retailer friends. Shout out to Wanted. Shout out to Hive. Shout out to Bird City. Shout out to Jesse James. Shout out to Big Clutch. Shout out to Big Leg. Shout out to Haven for Heroes even. Shout out to Uniform 13. Check him out on Whatnot. Shout out to all our friends out there. Phil at Vintage Comics and Toys, right? All our buddies out there. Go check them out. You can find all the links below.
I'd remember you could, if you get bored and you're driving, the audio versions of this get uploaded on Monday mornings.
There you go. And
same with Thresholds.
And the audio people are going to be able to hear this sweet story just like everybody else. Here we go.
And the Wednesday show.
Here's a fax from Cooter in Orlando, who sends me a copy of a story that appeared in the Los Angeles Times. He says, a prestigious newspaper, not the oft-maligned Weekly World News. Quoting the story, in retrospect, lighting the match was my big mistake, but I was only trying to retrieve the gerbil. Eric Tomaszewski told bemused doctors in the severe burns unit of Salt Lake City Hospital. Tomaszewski and his homosexual partner, Andrew Kinky Farnham, had been admitted for emergency treatment after a felching session had gone seriously wrong. I pushed a cardboard tube up his rectum and slipped Raggett, our gerbil, in, he explained. As usual, Kiki shouted out, Armageddon! My cue that he'd had enough. I tried to retrieve Raggett, but he wouldn't come out again, so I peered into the tube and struck a match, thinking the light might attract him. At a hushed press conference, a hospital spokesman described what happened next. The match ignited a pocket of intestinal gas and flame shot out the tube, igniting Mr. Tomaszewski's hair and severely burning his face. It also set fire to the gerbil's fur and whiskers, which in turn ignited a larger pocket of gas further up the intestine, propelling the rodent out like a cannonball. Armageddon!